And we are going. So, it is about, I'd say, 11:30 p.m. at night, as you can imagine. And there is currently a chase going on. As of now, there is a singular ship, a singular stolen Navy ship, that is currently being chased by a fleet of 7 Navy ships. It is insanely stormy. When I say stormy, I mean flat out there is lightning going everywhere. Rain is just pouring down to an extreme level. It is a downpour. And waves have just been crashing everywhere. It is hard to steer. It is hard to keep sight on the ship that is currently fleeing away. And you can hear, from a good distance away from you, a lady calling out to you, going, "Usagi!" What is Usagi doing right now?
He is desperately attempting to keep the ship on board, while grumbling to himself.
Okay.
Not fall off because given how light he is very likely to fall off.
This is very true, and it's going to be a little rough for him to actually keep his ground and his feeding at the same time. Now, something that you know is that because these are going to be like high winds that you're dealing with lightning storms, you've got to be able to keep the sails in check, and you have to make sure that literally no damage comes to it. When there is rain, lightning, and wind in a good mesh, normally you want to take down the sails, but with you being fleet, you can't afford to take down those sails. You are just praying at this point that you do not have luck against you right now. Because one wrong thing, and you are probably either going to end up dead or in prison.
That never would be. It's never easy with this, is it?
Now, if you want to be so quick and so kind as to describe what Usagi looks like, that would be appreciated.
Alright, Usagi looks like a 4-foot tall rabbit man in a blue robe with a scar on the left side of his head, like over his eye, and wearing one of those Japanese straw hats that are really wide.
Okay.
And a rather heavy looking for him little bag, like slung over his shoulder.
What's in that bag by chance? Is it just like the normal amenities or anything
stuff.
special?
This is just his stuff and whatever loot he's managed to obtain recently that he hasn't managed to sell yet.
Understood. So, in this current crisis that he's dealing with, is he going to set that bag to the side, maybe try and tie it up, put it somewhere so he can fully focus on just what he's dealing with right now?
God no. If he puts that thing down, it's just gonna get blown away.
That is completely fair.
So, and also it's heavy enough that he'd be able to keep it. That it'd probably keep him more grounded than if he was just without it.
That is fair. So, with all this coming into play here, you will start to feel some waves just crashing into your ship. And it's been doing that the entire time, but these waves specifically, they're getting higher, and they're getting more violent. So I'm going to have you roll me an athletics check to try and keep your ground.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
First roll of the campaign, so, no pressure.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
That's a 5.
Ooh, fuck. Okay, so you take a foot forward as you're about to walk over back to the helm because you get, kind of like set everything up ready to go because some of the sails are starting to kind of blister out of the way and the ropes are starting to give way because maybe you just didn't put a good enough of a knot into them to keep them into play. So you start heading back over to the helm, and as you're heading back up to the helm, you slip as that next wave hits. And you kind of just go sliding, and you careen into the edge of the ship where those little barricades are at so you don't fall over. And you just hit a big old thump. I'm talking your back just straight up slams into it. And you're going to take 3 bludgeoning damage from that.
Oh boy, okay.
So, obviously you're going to need to get to your feet, and you're going to need to try to man the helm.
Yep.
So,
exactly
here's
what
the
we're
question. Usagi, is there any specific place he would be trying to head to? A specific escape area? Or is he just trying to just get the fuck out of Dodge?
He's just trying. At this point, he's just trying to lose his pursuers because you can figure out a safe place when he doesn't have a fleet on his tail. Literally.
Alright. So, I'm going to have you roll a survival check for me.
Oh boy. Picking my weakest rolls right off the. Oh, it's 14.
Okay, good. So, you can hear some cannonballs kind of coming from the distance. Like, you can hear them whistling behind. You could hear the cannons firing. And they've been firing non-stop ever since you started. And you hear that a few of them are, like, probably about to come southbound. You look behind, and you know just the right turn. And you turn slightly out of the way to where you're able to shake some of those cannonballs. Barely dodging it, as that was a DC 13. You are starting to get more ground, which is a good thing. So, you're going to, once again, roll me another survival check.
Oh boy. That's a 17.
Nice! Okay, so with that 17, you're just getting further and further away. The cannons are missing. You can hear that voice that's been calling out to you in a furious rage, just getting slightly and slightly farther away from you. As you can hear her just kind of going, Usagi! Usagi! But it's getting quieter, which is good. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to roll something here. That is going to happen. Okay, so you can see that the best way to put this is that when hurricanes start to form and when specific other weather problems start to form, typically the clouds will kind of form in specific ways. You can see that you might have a cyclone starting to form on your hands here. And it's not going to be good. Now here's the thing, it's starting to go northbound. You were already going like northeast-ish. Like northeast. Sorry, lisp. So, you could either continue to go northeast and probably guarantee getting away from them, but then you'll have a cyclone to deal with. Or you can go more east, but they'll have a shot of catching up to you.
Probably. I think I'm gonna go east because at least the ship won't be destroyed if. Well, at least you can't fight nature.
That's true. That's true. So here's what you're going to do. I'm going to roll survival against your survival. It's going to be the pursuing navy versus your survival.
Here we go.
Okay. I've got my answer, so that's going to be the DC. Bless you.
No!
Oh, what'd you get?
That's a nat 1.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Okay. So, you
First nat 1 of the campaign.
Yo. So,
Let's go.
That
We're
one.
only
You-
like 5 minutes in.
as you start turning your ship, and I think the term is harbored, if I'm correct. You swing and do a sharp right turn. In fact, you did it way more sharp than what you planned to do. And this costs you an insane amount of speed. As these waves that are like just already kind of rocking everyone's boats around, quite literally, you can see where the ship almost begins to topple over, barely keeping its ground afloat. But it doesn't. So here's what I'm going to need you to do. Because this is a horrible turn, I'm going to need you to roll an athletics check to hold onto the helm and not lose grip. It is raining, it is wet. There is a shot that
Athletics,
your
you said?
hands lose all grip. Athletics check.
That's a 14.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So
That's not a good reaction to hear.
so you snag onto onto the helm to the best of your ability. And you can feel your hands starting to slip. And one of your hands, your left hand, gives out. You can feel that your right hand's about to give out. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to roll another athletics check. The DC's higher this time. Because you failed by 1, but it wasn't low enough for you to have an immediate loss. So you're going to roll again, and it's going to be a harder shot because you now have to regain grip. Fuck. Okay. So you lose grip completely of the helm. And you go tumbling backwards. And once again, you are going to slam into the barricade. And I'm going to roll for something here, if that's alright on your side. Okay. So this is going to be your DC. I'm going to have you roll a sleight of hand check for me.
I am good at the. Hey, that's a roll I'm good at.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Barely. Okay. So your back, just once again, it hits the bars. And you were, because of your size, you were about to go over it. But because of your quick reflexes, you managed to barely snag onto the barricade with your hand. Your right hand barely catches it, as you have now gained grip onto it. You have not fallen into the water. If you fall into the water because you have eaten the god fruit, you would drown.
Yep.
So, I'm now going to need you to roll either an athletics or an acrobatics to pull yourself back up and get onto the ship.
Acrobatics, please.
Alright, go for it.
15!
Nice! Okay, so you, with effort, using that momentum, with like very little effort, just sling yourself right back on. Now, you get back over to the helm, I would imagine you're going to run back for the helm?
Yes.
Okay, so you run back over to the helm. Out of the corner of your left eye, you can see that there is... The ships have started gaining distance on you again. They have closed a bit of that distance.
Oh, great.
And it feels like they have gotten closer than what they were when we first started this scene.
They can't stay away from me.
And you can see your favorite little rifle. The one who's been chasing you down ever since you snagged that special little treasure that you shouldn't have taken. As you see Taka Omowari, the Eric Cochran Navy captain, or not captain, but detective, that has been following you for quite a while. You can see that it is this peacock lady, or not peacock, sorry, pheasant lady, with these white wings and black feathers that kind of trail around the very end bits with her white navy coat that she wears, normally to the side, with the white shorts that she normally has to the side. And you can see her just screaming, standing on the very front bit of the ship. Just yelling out your name over and over and over. She is furious.
She can't get... There's only so much of him. There's only so much of him. Come on.
And that being said...
She definitely can't hear me, but...
She definitely cannot. That is true. Unless you went out of your way to yell back at her. Because I'm going to mention this. This storm's loud. Everything that's going on is just loud and ear-racking.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Sagi's voice is not loud enough for this.
This is very true. And on top of that, if we're being honest, any beast folk that are around this area, meaning the Usagi especially, it would be a little bit more of a rough time because they naturally have better hearing than normal humanoid races. So, this type of racket isn't pleasant in the slightest. Because basically you're dealing with the crashing of waves against wood, you're hearing thunder crackling constantly, lightning striking, you're hearing cannons firing, and then on top of that you hear some bird screaming at you at the top of her lungs. I'm going to have you roll me another survival check.
Oh god, okay. That's a 5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
They are catching up even more. There's a few waves that are starting to really just shove you aside, and it's just slowing down the speed of the ship at this point. The winds are blowing against your sails, and the Navy have gone out of their way to start paddling ship and have lowered their sails so they don't have to fight with the wind anymore. But since they have enough people to man the paddles, they have that option, whereas you do not. Now, this is a final either you get this survival check, or things are about to get real ugly. So roll that survival check.
Oh God.
You have a dice.
That's a 6.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for something. This is for Navy's choice of action. Okay. And okay. So you see, out of these 7 ships, the one that is the closest to you is the one in the middle, which is where Taki is at. Or Taka,
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
You see that she just looks back to her men and yells, "Ram him! We'll board his ship!" And you try to swerve out of the way. You try to get out of the way because that's damage to the ship if that happens. But you just don't manage to. As the Navy ship absolutely rams the living hell out of the back of the ship. And you hear the jumping of Taka and 13 Navy men hop onto the ship right behind you.
Alright, I have a stupid idea.
What's your idea?
Like, try to hide in the most absurd spot that they would never look.
Okay, so this is going to be a very limited time reaction. You were able to tell that you were possibly going to get rammed. So you do have a shot at doing this.
Find the nearest barrel.
Okay, nearest barrel.
And-
All right, cool.
And
I
hide
can work with
inside.
that. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to roll me a stealth check, my dear friend.
Okay. That's what I'm good at.
He's been good at this.
You got this, man.
21!
21! Let's go, dude. By the way,
Yes!
Finally, something above a 9.
let's go.
That's because it's
Okay.
been survival checks. It's
Yeah.
because it's been survival checks, and that's one of my shittiest rolls.
Okay, so you see, or not you see, nobody sees except Usagi through his own eyes as he chooses to just jump directly off that top deck area where the helm is normally located and hops down near the captain's quarters area where Navy would have been, had like a captain kind of hanging out at. You go into that area of the ship. And what are you going to do with your bag? A bag's not going to fit in the barrel.
Attempt to, leave it, huck it out the door of the cabin in the hopes that it makes them think I went somewhere else.
Okay, yeah, so you like chuck it out and it kind of like starts sliding around the deck.
Yep.
You hop into this barrel. You can tell that most likely this barrel used to hold like a bunch of swords that they probably kept to the side, kind of using like an inventory thing.
Yeah.
And you close the lid on it. Now I'm going to roll for the people's perceptions, though their shot isn't very high, because that was actually a really good roll. Nice. So you hear them just kind of rummaging throughout the ship. You can hear footsteps in every direction. You can hear someone still walking around on the top area, on the top deck. You can hear someone go through the captain's area, but doesn't think to check the barrel. You can hear people going through other rooms. You can hear Taka just yelling, "Do not leave this ship until you find him. I will not take no for an answer." And you can hear a crackling sound as you hear the sail get struck with lightning.
Oh.
And you can hear fire beginning to spread. And Taka would just yell to her people, "It isn't worth it. I'm not having my people die over this. Get back on the ship. We're leaving. This isn't worth it. We can if he's still alive and he's still here, we can deal with him later. We'll track him down. This is not a problem. It's not worth risking our life over. Not now." And you'd hear the footsteps just clattering through. And as you can hear the footsteps beginning to leave, not even all the footsteps have left. You can feel one giant wave crash into the ship as you hear one of the guys go, "Oh shit!"
Oh no.
And you black out as you've been knocked unconscious.
Oh, great.
Now, it would be
Oh,
the
boy.
next day when. Oh, I'm sorry. Go for
No. Oh man, did I really just sacrifice all my stuff for this?
it.
Oh,
Now, Maramash, you should still have your swords. Those were like you do naturally have
Well,
those
yeah.
with you. So that's something. But
yeah.
it is the
Oh,
next
boy.
day,
Okay.
and Chrono,
Mhm.
give me a description of your character, and also, I should mention this before you do. The
Okay.
Usagi, the rabbit, the Harrington, that is Reed's character. That is his name. This is Tic Tac Dylan. Introduce your character.
Oh
I'm
boy.
Tic Tac Dylan. All right, there. I
Oh,
said one.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Had to get out of the system.
All right. The inside joke's done. All right. Deep within a prison cell, in a closed-off room from the entrance, there is a man with gray hair, silver eyes, and a prison uniform. He looks incredibly bored. And around the room, you know those you know how some prisoners use Roman numerals to figure out how much time has passed when they get into their
Yes.
cell?
Yes.
The entire room is covered in them, even the
Oh.
door. And
Now-
Chrono is just there, doing nothing.
Now, if I remember correctly, Chrono's a little, he's... The government doesn't really want him, angry. Is kind of the gist. They've given him allowances. They've been a little bit nicer to him than most prisoners. For their own rhyme or reasons. Is there anything he's chosen to decorate his room with using his allowance?
Oh my.
Any library books, maybe a bookshelf. Maybe something
Well-
fancy.
The only thing in the prison cell is just books and a bed.
Okay.
And there's not even a bookshelf anywhere. No, it's just the most disorganized book spread you've ever seen in your life.
See, he can store more books without a bookshelf. Just fucking pile.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, great.
Just
Stop
God
him.
forbid you want to look for one book in particular.
Oh god.
Now,
Like,
where's
where's that one book I had on? What's that book I had on dragons? I purchased that one about a year ago. Oh god.
What was that one
God.
about what was that guy's name? Oh fuck, no, what was that guy's name? Hold up, what story was it again?
Man, I'm really in the mood to reread my favorite book. Oh fuck.
My-
Which one?
What was my favorite book again? Oh god.
Existential crisis.
You would hear on your solitary confinement white door the little tiny window slip that they often pass food through, or that they pass your weekly allowance through a letter through that little slit window. Or sometimes they decide to be real friendly, and sometimes Benjamin, your private guard that has been guarding your cell since the day you've been stuck in here, who's like constantly slipped you, or basically in a contraband sense has like slipped you things that you shouldn't have gotten, things like chocolate bars every once in a while, or just little random things, or books that the prison didn't want you to have, things about pirates, things about criminals, war pasts, that sort of stuff.
Right.
But there's one thing you know. You've never seen Benjamin as a whole person, but you've always seen his eyes. When that little slit opens in the door, you see his eyes. You see specifically those hazel brown eyes. And as always, he has his black eyebrows, very bushy black eyebrows, kind of just furrowed. as he always seems to, with his little glasses, his little circle glasses. And he would just kind of slit it open and just go, Chrono, how are you doing today? Feeling any better? Maybe a little ecstatic?
That is truthfully not the voice I thought you were gonna go through with this guy, but alright, I can work with this. Alright, Chrono is gonna get up and accept the allowance, and he's just gonna go, alright, this is my first time practicing his voice. Hey. I mean, there's really nothing new here, so...
Ah, shit.
About the same.
I had to say it real quick, but you are at the same audio level as the music. You'll need to take a look. I thought you would be fine, but you're really quiet.
Okay, got it.
I have you at 110. I couldn't.
Can you not hear
you.
the music?
Give me a minute.
I'm watching the stream, but I can't hear any music.
Oh, I see why. I see why. I'm so stupid. I apologize. I had the wrong screen share.
Brother.
I'm a fucking idiot. We had
Now I
fucking
get it.
intense like thunderstorm and like Detroit Become Human chase music going on and like.
Oopsies.
Brother.
Oh gosh.
Will it show up? Will it show up in the video?
It'll show up in the video. You guys just
Okay, good.
Gotcha.
Damn.
Well,
Alright.
No idea.
Getting back to it. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Benjamin.
I
I mean, I appreciate your optimism as always, but there's really nothing new for me to tell you.
Oh, come on. What about the newest book? Did you get yourself a little book, a little while ago? Anything new in it? Find anything interesting?
Yeah, it talked about a story about something to do with the vault, I think. I don't know.
Oh,
Read
yeah.
that later.
You know
But
what?
it seemed interesting.
Hey, listen. I heard you're gonna be getting a little cellmate. Well, he won't be directly in your cell, but he'll be kinda.
What?
He'll be like right beside you. Apparently he bit a Navy soldier in the neck. Real good stuff. Listen.
What?
Yeah. You're finally gonna get a little mate to kind of hang out with you.
Okay.
Now listen.
Sure. Why
It's-
not?
Listen. This might be a time for you to finally, I don't know, maybe make a friend or two. Listen, I can't bring her back, but I can't replace her either. I'm just a guard, but I can tell you this: you should make the most of it. I think it'll be worth your while. Maybe even one day you can get out of here finally. I'd be happy to see you walking around, having a good time. But hey, don't worry about it. I got you a little something. And you see him slide over a book. It falls to the floor, obviously, but he slides out a little book. Do you pick it up?
Okay. I'm sorry. I know why you asked me that, but I don't know why I find it funny. It's just, do you pick up the book?
I've had players where they just don't pick up whatever I gave them, and they just
That
walk
makes
off.
sense.
So I'm just like,
Oh.
do you take the item, please?
oh, good lord.
I've had
Hey,
players like that.
Yes, Chrono is going to pick up the book.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. What were you gonna say? Acrid?
I had a player abandon their party's pet in just a random village they visited because they set it down and then walked away, and I was like, you never picked up your pet. It's still in the village.
Oh no!
So
God.
they left a super rare sword hedgehog.
The sword hedgehog.
The hedgehog could eat weapons and incorporate them into its body.
Oh,
Oh,
And
sick.
they just left it in the village. Problem, the thing had also started eating their weapons because that's the thing's food source. So it was both a nuisance, but it was a really powerful pet.
Awesome.
And they just left it in the village.
Getting back on
Alright.
topic though. If
What
we-
does the book say when I pick it up?
the
Or, I
book-
mean, what's the book's title?
The Mystery of D.
Huh. Is this another one of your pirates, Benjamin?
You could say that. We don't know a whole lot about the man, but what we do know is that he went missing 200 years ago, which was the same time when the Navy started showing up. It's also the same era, I should mention, where we don't know any history about the world at all.
Huh.
There's a blank era, and we don't know why.
Well, I wish I could tell you more about it myself, but it's been so long since I've been in here, I really can't recall that much anymore.
Well, don't worry, you weren't alive by then, I'm sure of it. After all, I'm just a human. If you were alive during that time, how would I be alive? I haven't eaten any fruits like you have. I don't really have the ability to, mess around with time.
It's not really as cool as you think it is.
Oh, no, trust me, I wouldn't want to be mortal or immortal or anything like that. I just want to go out with a bang. You know how that is. I'd rather live my day every day to the fullest, and then at some point, maybe, if I die, right, I want to die in a cool way. Like, maybe like a giant explosion, or like, maybe I get stabbed by like some really famous guy or something. I don't know, eh? Or to go out with a bang.
Oh.
I'm sorry. To get stabbed by some famous guy really fucking got me.
I'm gonna be honest, it was really hard not to laugh at that.
Also, I had to quote with your quick reflexes. I was like, Yusugi rolled a fucking 3. What you mean, quick reflexes?
The DC wasn't high, okay?
Clearly. I don't shut up again, I'm sorry. It's not my section, I'm not supposed to be here.
Oh, God.
Wait, you're almost there, man.
You would just kind of look to. Did you say anything to him?
Right. This is my friend, apparently. Okay.
It's the one guard you've bonded with ever since you've been here.
Well, thank you. I mean, I don't really think I could ever understand where you're coming from, but
Well,
thank you.
maybe
This
we
should
can
be a good
change
read.
that. Well, I think I got an idea, and I think it might just be funny. I'll save it for a
Okay.
different day, on a better day. Yeah, trust me, it'll be a great surprise. You'll love it. You'll love it. Oh, speaking of love, damn, look at that fucker. He looks over, and you can kind of hear some clattering. It's a mixture of clattering, grunting, screeching of metal as like metal's being dragged against the floor, and you can hear these two guards just going, can you please, for the love of everything, cooperate, please? I'm fucking done with you. I'm done. Can you stop squirming? And you want to describe your little Grieger friend, who's currently being dragged in against his will, with his ankles and his hands both cuffed.
Oh my.
My boy.
I should mention he has a muzzle on,
Oh.
as he did bite a Navy person.
And then the bite
Oh
would
my.
have been lethal.
I want to mention the way that bite went down. He bit the dude's neck and then tore open flesh.
So
Damn.
what the Navy officers are looking at is Osmalis is a 6'11" Grieger fishman with dark blue skin that is rough and has what would be considered almost looking like barnacles, considering that they live underground. It's bumpy. Or underwater,
Yeah.
It's bumpy. With black hair that is tied back and black eyes with pin pricks of yellow light encircling his head, giving him almost a 360-degree view. And yeah, no, he would be being a nuisance of, no, I'm not going to cooperate because I know I weigh 275 pounds and I'm going to be annoying as fuck to try and drag.
So, the one that's been yelling at him this entire time is this he's a pretty well-built human, but it's still obvious there's still some strain going on here. And then you have the completely on the other side of him, holding the other arm, is this completely silent half orc who's just like you can tell he's getting annoyed with the other guard in the process as well because he keeps giving him this side eye. The most like shut the fuck up and just do your job.
I want to mention my guy's way of being a quote unquote nuisance is he's just not walking.
Yeah.
Like he's just fully he's like he would be dragging his feet like softly side to side, just creating as much friction as possible.
Yeah, and it's enough to piss off.
Incredible.
And like he's not really trying to really get out, like he's only really trying to get out of the human's grip. Or he's not even gonna bother.
It's incredible.
It's just enough to piss off like the human guard.
Yeah. Honestly, he doesn't. And also, I would say this. Malice is going to can he see with his 340-degree vision this third guard who just said, "Look at that fucker."
He can because he's not directly behind him. He's like at an angle, so technically he would be able to see Benjamin.
So I would like to, because I probably would have done this already with the two guards directly next to me.
Yeah.
I would have lightly started reading their minds if I can. I'm assuming the orc thinks an orc, so I don't know what he's thinking, but
Yeah,
I probably understand the human.
You don't understand the orc. He's thinking not an orc. He's thinking a different fucking language. You don't even want to fucking know. It sounds
What is
demonic.
he thinking? What is he thinking in?
He's thinking in true infernal, not infernal, true infernal.
Okay, then
My.
no shot.
Just Latin.
Yeah,
Just Latin.
just laugh. I fucking love that.
Incredible.
Thank you, Isa.
No problem.
I would connect. I would lightly poke at Benjamin just to see what he's thinking. It kind of also, I'm like trying to gauge, like, are you a problem? Are you going to also be an issue for me when I try to get the fuck out of here?
I mean, as of now, like, is there a DC thing or anything for like probing into minds with the Greek?
So, with my thing is, it would probably be an insight understand. But if the main thing is, I need to know I need to understand the language they think in.
Benjamin thinks in common, same for the human.
Okay, so it really depends on how useful their thoughts are.
Gotcha. Well,
So if their minds are like, if someone's mind's super jumbled,
yeah.
then I'd have to roll insight to try and find something useful. Probably.
Gotcha. So I can tell you
That's at least how I'd think it would work. I don't know.
I'm fine with that. I can work with that for now, and then we'll kind of tweak it later. So the human guard that is currently carrying you, you'd have to roll an insight on him because his mind is jumbled.
Alright, I got a dirty 20.
That is enough. He's so like you don't find anything useful in the fact of like oh, you know, he might be a problem. It's more of the thing of, like, he's thinking about how he just got divorced. He's thinking about how he's going to try and feed his, like, 3 kids. Like, he's thinking about all that shit. Like, he's gotten kind of screwed over in life. He's not having a good day.
Alright. I have another question.
Yeah.
Which one of these guards has the key?
So from what you can see, there's going to be a perception check, actually, for you on these two.
Alright. So... Natural 19 plus 5.
That is barely enough. Okay, cool. You needed, and I'm not joking this, you needed at least a 22.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can see that it's not on either of those guards. It's on Benjamin.
Okay.
And I want to mention, because I'm not going to describe what Benjamin looks like, because you can actually see him. It is unlike the other 2 guards, where they're obviously just more like normal everyday guards. They have these like steampunk built type of like armor like put onto their bodies. So they have like think of like a normal like medieval type of like knight armor. Take that, and there's just a bunch of gears going throughout their entire mechanisms.
Wow.
That's what their armor is like. But Benjamin is built differently. With him being a solitary confinement guard, they have their own special equipment. He has this like leather brown vest that he wears over a white dress shirt that's kind of like pretty well taken care of. He has this orange bandana that he kind of wears around his neck like a scarf. He has a bunch of buttons that go like around the pop collar area of the dress shirt. And the thing that's most noticeable is not only the black dress pants, which seems rather odd for a solitary guard, but it's these orange tinted steampunk glasses mixed with this one giant steam valve that's built near where his heart would be located on his chest. And his entire left arm is completely mechanical. He has this very messy, like, bedhead brown hair that kind of, like, slinks over his, like, right eye slightly. But even then, it doesn't really cover anything to cause any problems for perception. And he does have, like, these, like, leather-studded, like padded armors. Like little pieces of armor that goes like around his like elbow. I can't think exactly what that's called. It's not a knee pad. It's the opposite of a knee pad. It's like an elbow pad basically. But that's kind of what he wears. Yeah, I guess technically a bracer. But bracers normally go around more of like, you know, like the wrist and down. This is just specifically on the like elbow area. But yeah, the main thing is
yeah, okay.
Yeah. But you can see that the keys are on his like belt. That's on his belt.
Okay.
I will actually send a picture to NPC Visuals on the Discord channel so you guys can actually see the proper picture of what I'm talking about.
Yay!
Yeah, because I know that Acrid specifically has problems actually visualizing stuff. So I've pre-prepped stuff ahead of time. That is Benjamin.
Looking neat.
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
Hot.
It's not surprising.
Thank you for the comedy stuff.
Right, you want to know what he was thinking.
I'm trying to gauge if maybe I can just gaslight him into giving me the keys.
So you can see that as of now he's thinking more about what the possibilities of you and Chrono kind of getting along. Like it's kind of obvious by like through the thoughts that most likely anytime they've brought new people into the cells, it's always been that thing of like he's probably thought like, is this guy gonna be good? Should I put him near Chrono so that way he can, like, would he be a good friend? Nah, that guy's a piece of shit. What about this guy? Nah, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from what I'm understanding though, it's solitary. So.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Okay. I'm next door apparently to this person he cares about. Got it.
Yeah. You would see them kind of like dragging you forward, and he would take the keys out, obviously, to unlock the cell, and he will very quickly put them back onto his belt as they kind of drag you to the cell, and they're going to try and put you into the cell before they take them off. And, you know, the ankles and bracelets and all that. As long as you don't get, unless you're going to try and break for it now, they will probably head out of the cell.
It's a 3v1. I'm good.
Okay, so
I'm strong, but I've only got 10 hit points. I'm not living that.
So
really quick, if I could just add, while Chrono is overhearing all of this, how should I put this? He kind of looks like that one really anxious kid whose parent is forcing him to be friends with another kid.
yeah.
And he is hearing the most concerning stuff right now.
He is hearing grating metal and a dude who's just screaming. And Benjamin's like, yeah.
Yeah,
you
this
should
guy.
be with this guy.
This is a decent motherfucker.
He's comparing Malus to everyone else he's had so far. And he's like, this is probably the best it's gonna get. So
he doesn't seem too keen to stay. Perfect.
The guards head out of the cell and then close the door. And you would see Benjamin pull out a little remote, aim it at you, and press a button as the muzzle and all the little handcuffs on your ankles and on your hands, on like your wrists basically, just kind of like just unhinge. Basically just
Okay.
completely falling to the ground.
So
boy.
there was one thing I neglected to mention that
Mhm.
is on Malus.
Yeah.
Is he has very like some, I think they are like a light brown or like kind of like a darker grayish brownish monk robes that he wears.
Yeah.
He also has a black cloak that he wears on top of that covers the fact that he's a Grieger.
Yeah.
Oh.
That cloak is still on him due to the inability for it to be removed.
Yep.
Though, okay, because I was still hand locked up when I was put in there, I can't do the thing that I thought to do, so that's sad, but fair.
That is fair.
I had one thing to try and do. I was going to attempt to get my cloak in. I don't know if this is possible.
Yeah.
Because the fact that I'm tied up, and I'm pretty sure Benjamin's watching me.
Well, on the bright side, you no longer have your handcuffs or your muzzle now.
Yes, the thing that I was going to try and do I would have had to attempt it before he unlocked me.
Gotcha.
I was going to attempt to put my cloak in between the door latch.
Okay.
So the door latch didn't latch, but they thought it latched.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you ever see an opening like that, feel free to just interrupt me midway so you can try and just like go like, hey, by the way, can I do this real fast before you progress? Because yeah.
Good
Yeah,
to
no,
know.
I sat there and I was looking at it, I was like, I don't think I can do it because I'm still cuffed. That's why I didn't, because I didn't
That's fair,
think
that's
I would
fair.
be able to have a very dexterity-based movement while I am both cuffed on my ankles and my legs. Like, I can't really
Yeah.
move.
It would have been a disadvantage, is what it would have
Yeah.
been. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair though. You'd see the other guards just kind of look at Benjamin and just go, well, I guess he's in your hands. Yeah, I'm gonna
Malice is
I'm
now
gonna-
rubbing his
I'm gonna-
wrists.
I'm gonna go. And you see the humans start walking away, and the half-orc just gives again, doesn't say a word, but just kind of gives him that look of, can I kill him? Before finally just like basically putting his hand onto the human back and shoving him forward. Because there was no need for an exchange of words. You'd see Benjamin just kind of walk up to Mollis's cell, and Chrono, you'd see him kind of disappear out of your sight.
So, is Acrid's character within earshot of Chrono?
Technically, because the way you guys are stationed, you two can hear each other. Yes.
Got it. So,
So,
after it's done, Chrono is just gonna say, hi?
Malice, how do you? Okay. So, Benjamin would see Malice just kind of tilt his head as he hears someone talking to him because he was not expecting to hear a voice. Like, he knows there's someone there. He's like, oh, there's someone near me.
Oh my god, you made that sound so menacing, dude.
Oh, there's someone near me. Okay. As, oh boy. Alright, so Malice is going to, is he able to reach to Kronos' mind through the wall?
There isn't any like magical barrier stuff or anything like that, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Great, so, Chrono, I have a question for you. What language do you think in?
Look,
Okay. I think I know where you're going with this. So I'm just gonna say primordial.
Alright, so you hear in primordial. Greetings. Into your head directly from the unknown
Whoa.
source.
Chrono briefly considers yelling for Benjamin
Yes.
after hearing this, apparently this just freak of nature just talk in his head.
As I use my one-way telepathy.
Chrono really wants to humor Benjamin, though, that this might be a possible friend because Benjamin has been good to him. So Chrono is just gonna say, what's up?
Being arrested for murder.
Oh.
That I'm not entirely proud of, but it was necessary.
Oh. Yeah.
So, I want to. He would. But he was.
You can think your responses, and I'll be able to read your mind. I'm assuming the guard outside your door is a friend.
Yeah.
All right, I'll remember that.
Good to me.
I just popped a toe. I popped a full.
Oh, dude! Oh.
I don't know if that picked up on the mic, but like
I heard a crack.
yeah, I just moved my foot a bit. Like I was just like, you know, like how sometimes like you kind of like with your hands, you'll kind of like, you know, like just like mess around with your fingers a little bit, like just can move your fingers a little bit to kind of like yeah. Well, I did that with my toes, and like I just felt my middle one just pop.
Oh God,
Ouch, buddy.
bruh.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
But Chrono would hear Malice literally mark. All right, I'll remember that. Of like him saying yes, he's been good. It's like all right. So there's now at least you. It's like okay, so if you break out, you'll at least try not to kill him. Probably.
So you would see.
Chrono is just gonna say, I'm arrested too. I guess we have that in common.
Reasons are different, but we're both stuck here.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really murder like you per se. I mean, not to say that's like a bad thing or
No, I'm
like,
aware
or,
it's not good.
like maybe it was a bad guy you killed or something. I don't know.
They are.
Okay, that's good. I think.
As you.
I think.
I think.
As far as he's aware, the guy's evil. That's kind of the gauge you get from him.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Chrono is scared of this guy.
That's right, because this is how Malice is gonna interact with people. He doesn't
Got
really
it.
do things normally because this is how his people interact with each other.
So you would see Benjamin. He's kind of been like, well, he can't really listen to this conversation. He's hearing the one side of it, and he's kind of pieced together. Okay, telepathy. Because
Grieger, right?
Yeah, checks out. He's been like contently like watching Malice just kind of stand there.
Oh, Malice has, while doing this, has been while talking to Chrono, has been slowly scanning his room,
Yeah.
and he's come to the thing of this is fucking blank. Yes, there's no fucking way out of here. There's one way in and one way out.
So Benjamin, it would be like probably a good 15 minutes that would kind of go by, and you would have seen by now that Benjamin would have pulled out a bottle, and he would have started drinking. Merriman, I want to mention this, that from what you've been able to gauge, Malice, he's probably the only guard here. And from what Chrono knows, because the fact that he's been here for the longest time, he knows Benjamin is the only solitary guard, actually.
Oh, interesting.
So
here's the thing. You would see him drink for 15 minutes. Like, it's solid, like, he's just slowly been going through this bottle.
Okay.
And he's kind of just been sitting down at the chair, just kind of watching the one-way, yet at the same time two-way conversation between the two of you. Every now and then a prisoner would kind of like chime in and just go, "Hey, can you shut the fuck up?" And then, that just never went well. Either he'd slam on the cell doors or other things like that, or just personally give them a light beat over. We don't talk about that. And
I want to
then-
mention
Yeah.
if Malice is aware of if he's slowly reaching out with his mind to kind of gauge everyone. His main connection right now is to Chrono,
Okay.
which is the why he's so him reaching out to see someone's mind is like a weak connection, but him
Yeah.
actually having to speak to them, it has to be a bit stronger, so they need to be a bit closer to him.
Gotcha.
So it's that's where the 30-foot range thing comes in.
Gotcha.
It's not super far, but I can it's all right, everyone else, the fuck are y'all? I want to mainly understand who the fuck's next to me.
you know this. There are 10 cells within the prison.
Okay.
Out of the
Alright.
10 cells, there are probably 7 that actually have prisoners in here for solitary confinement specifically.
Okay.
A lot of them just aren't really too interesting. It's just you can tell some of these people are just flat out psycho. There's not really a good way, but
Yeah,
some of
he's
them
a-
are just But there
Yeah,
is-
so he
Yeah.
connects and he's like, all right, and if he connects to someone that he detects is just kind of insane,
yeah.
he disconnects from them just because
Okay.
he doesn't want to deal with their thoughts, because
So
he
he-
still has to sift through them in his own head.
There is one clear-thoughted one, and if you want to, you
Okay.
can roll for this.
All right.
Now, I don't know if that thing has a specific modifier it uses for it.
The thing is if they are trying, if you want them, they can roll deception probably against it if they want to, because it's
Okay.
like a deception versus insight.
Gotcha. Cool. That is a 15 for deception.
All right. Well, Malice looks at that guy. He's like, "Your thoughts are clear, but goddamn, they're your own. Fair enough."
Yeah.
It's like he with his 8 is like, yes, those thoughts are thoughts.
I want to mention the one that you tried to look into was the one on the other side of your cell. Chronos to your left, that was to your right.
Okay, I'll remember him. I'll come back to that.
All right.
Oh boy.
Benjamin. Oh yeah, yes.
Malice is also he is from what also Chrono would have pieced together. I would mention this from Malice,
Mhm.
from the branching of thoughts that he's sending your way.
Yeah.
He seems to have a very vague understanding of what good is.
Okay.
His understanding of good is vague. As far as he can tell, he's good. He did a
Yeah.
good thing.
So another 5 minutes. Go for it.
Chrono at this point, this is one of the few people other than the few guards he's talked to in prison. So he's just gonna try it again and just goes so how long do you think you'll be in here for your good murder?
I like the way that's put.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't think they told me. I don't plan to be here long.
Well,
But
Don't
I
be
think. But I don't think I'll be leaving alone.
don't be surprised if you find out that they plan to keep you in here for a really long time.
You'll
That's what happened to
you'll
me,
need to talk a little
after
bit.
all.
You'll need to talk a
Oh,
little
sure.
bit louder. I do apologize.
No, it's all good.
Talk louder.
It's my first time doing the voice. I'll get it right eventually.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'll just try that again. All right. Yeah. Don't be surprised if you do end up discovering they plan to keep you in here for a long time.
I imagined as much. Yes.
You would hear at this time some more footprints. Or not footprints, sorry, footsteps. You can't hear footprints, actually, fun fact. So you start seeing colors, smelling the oxygen, and hearing footprints.
Yeah,
Right.
so chlorine gas is released into the cell.
You see Benjamin has died from food poisoning. Okay, so jokes aside, you do hear some pretty heavy-footed footprints. Or, God damn it!
Just roll with it. Just roll with it.
Footprints, man. You hear the footsteps. They're pretty heavy.
They're
And
leaving prints.
it sounds like whoever is currently walking has a pretty heavy set of armor on. It sounds like the stereotypical, like, knight walking around in, like, a castle type of, like, clunky armor. And you, Malus, nor Chrono can see this.
Chrono is going to quickly warn Malice by saying, just a heads up, I'm pretty confident they're new to this prison.
So, yeah.
Uh-oh.
This,
Okay.
I was gonna say, this is a sound you haven't heard, Chrono, in more than 100 years. You have not heard this sound in a very, very long time.
Got it.
You how old?
He old.
We'll elaborate on that later.
You would hear this clunking for a little bit as it's getting closer and closer. And you see Benjamin kind of like sway his head over and just go, "Oh, you're back. Back.
Back.
Wow. Boy, you need. I think it's about time that you pay me my little favor. And I think I have just the thing in mind." Oh, really? What is that? And you would see Benjamin starting to stand up from his chair, Mollis. And because he stood up, Chrono, he never closed your slip. So you can see, like, a little bit more of his face than normal. So you can see, like, it's like when they do a cinematic shot on someone's face and they zoom in. So you can see, like, the eyes, the eyebrows, and down to the mouth type of, like, shot.
I got you.
That's what you can see. But you still cannot see the person he's talking to. And you just hear them
Mind
go.
reach out.
So you try to mind reach out, and go ahead and roll me a DC save.
Oh boy.
Of which
Specifically,
save?
intelligence.
I'm dumb as fuck. This can only go well.
You never know. The dice might favor you.
Never know.
I'm
Roll,
unconscious.
roll.
What'd you get?
7.
So you feel a pang of psychic trying to reach into this mind.
I'm
And
gonna cut it immediately. Like, I get
Yeah.
halfway, I'm like, no. I'm sorry, I apologize.
now you do take, and I'm gonna roll this properly. Before the barricade damage that I had for Usagi, I had that pre-planned on what type of damage that would do if he did slam into something like that. Whereas this is more of a dice roll here. So I'm going to roll dice here. And
Please roll like a d12 and let it be like 12, and I just instantly get knocked out and sent into death saves, because that'd be funny.
What happened?
you take 2 psychic damage.
Okay,
okay.
I really
got
was
lucky.
sitting here like, I was like, it's a d12 because I just reached out into some hyper powerful motherfucker, and I get sent to God immediately. Character's dead, journey's over.
Okay.
Yeah.
all that's happening. Chrono. So.
Chrono
You
would
can
hear.
read Chrono's thoughts, right?
Chrono would actually hear Malice grunt,
Okay.
like audibly, as he goes.
For detection thought, I think he has to do one thing at a. I think he only do like one thing at a time, if I remember correctly. If
Got
that's how the
it.
Griegers work. So if you try
they
doing
can-
that, then
They can connect to multiple minds at a time
right.
to
my bad.
read,
I'm
but
thinking of
they
Inglyrians.
yeah. Well, Inglyrians can do the hive. It's still like
It's
it's
a different type
basically a
of hive.
hive.
It's a hive mind still.
Yeah.
Is
It's
there a mind still
the
connected to
s-
Chrono?
His is he's still connected to Chrono, but Chrono does hear Malice actually grunt, so he's like, okay, he can probably guess. Malice tried something and was like, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. That fucking hurt.
So what was Chrono
Alright,
thinking?
I think Chrono's smart enough to figure out how your telepathic skills work at some level. So you're just gonna hear a thought from Chrono, or Chrono's just gonna think, alright, if you can read my thoughts, do not engage. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
You can
Malice.
feel.
Okay. Mouse
can-
is taking that into consideration.
That is something. And I want to mention, Malice, you were born in you were living and born in colder water areas. This is important. Right now, just standing normally on this dry land, it feels a little weird to you because it's a little bit more, humid. It's a little bit hotter than normal. It's warm. It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit. To you,
Yeah.
that's warm. That's really warm. To a normal person, that's probably normal temperature. For Chrono, you can feel that right now, it was warm. It's starting to drop. The temperature's getting colder.
Shit.
So for you, it's colder.
Okay.
For Malice, you feel like it's starting to get weirdly normal for temperature, which is
Comfy.
odd for the surface in this type of area.
Is
And-
there a slip I can peer through? Did my slip get left open, or is
Oh.
it still closed?
So he does have yours open. He's kept the two of y'all's opened, but you still can't really see what's over there, which is the thing. You can see Benjamin, but you can't see anything past that.
Alright. I'm watching Benjamin. If I see that fucker down, I'm
But-
gonna be slightly annoyed.
You can see one thing, which is that there's a black smoke that is beginning to form in the room.
Oh.
It's like fog level, so it's barely, it's staying near the ground, not really going that high up, but it's starting to cover the entire floor.
Oh.
And you'd hear him go, "You see, I always love a little bit of, what's the word? Chaos. Sure, let's go with that. And something's caught my eye. You see, this island needs a little awakening, and I have just the perfect little idea. I've always had my eye on the little time lad in this area, and then you bring a furbolg into here, the tribal leader. Oh, that's adorable. And then now you've brought me something interesting. And Grieger, one of his kind hunted down. Oh, 'tis a beautiful tale. Think of all the history that could be made with that. The stories that they'll tell about the man known as Malice. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Think about the one of Chrono, the man who froze the world, never to continue to rotate. The world dying. He's a ticking time bomb and I love it. So,
Okay.
Here's the
Okay. Chrono is gonna take a little bit of offense to that, actually. Okay.
Malice is listening fucking intently.
Bro.
There is fucking. He's sitting there like, who the fuck are you?
Alright, Chrono
Who
is
the fuck
gonna
are you?
bring himself to the exposed flap, and he's just gonna yell out, "Hey, asshole! What do you know about me anyways?"
you would see, as soon as he says that, you see a split second where Benjamin gets kind of concerned. You see, there's a big genuine panic in those eyes. And then you see two white eyes looking directly into your soul. And upon making eye contact with him, you feel as if your very insides freeze. You can feel a chill go down your spine, and it almost feels as if your entire body has gone numb.
Oh.
And he would just go, "You'll get your turn. Give it some time."
Chrono shuts up.
Good choice. Like, that's 100% as a player, by the way. Malice ain't doing shit right now. He's just listening.
Now listen. I want this little area unlocked and free to roam, but I want these two at the port. And you will make sure they get to the port. Because there's two little people I plan and I know will be there. Just look out for a little rabbit. Cute little fella, maybe 4 foot tall. Oh, and you'll know the other one when you see it is, one of a kind. You'll know. And you see him fade completely. The best way to put it is that he fades like a literal fog, as the entire room gets covered in this black mist, and then he's gone.
Oh.
And you see Benjamin just kind of get up, a little shakily. As I'm gonna be honest, when he walked up to Chrono's door, Benjamin fell on his back, because there was a genuine "am I gonna die" type of reaction.
Oh.
Gotcha.
He would kind of get back up and pull out his keys and just start unlocking the doors. He's not saying a word. He's completely motionless. We're not motionless, but speechless is the word for it. And if you want to, follow his words, you're going to head to the port.
So, Chrono can now see Malice as he gets let out as well.
Yeah.
All right.
The two of you can see eye to eye.
If I could play this out really quick. So Chrono, after
man.
slowly walking out of the jail cell, he is taking this in. He never thought he would get a chance to actually get out of that room.
Fair.
He takes that DDD book with him, though, and as he steps out and turns to where Malice's cell was, and just screams, "What the fuck?"
Also, yeah, Malice has an extra wide smile that goes almost like ear to ear. That's another detail.
Hi.
Cool.
Wow, you're.
Yeah, so you can look at the
Oh.
crewmate's image. That's the character, except his hair's tied back with 4 extra eyes.
Yeah, like this incredibly emotional moment from Chrono, finally seeing getting out of that
person.
room for being trapped in there for possibly hundreds of years, is just suddenly wiped away by this behemoth staring at him.
And I want to mention, not only has he seen Moss, but he's also seen Benjamin for the first time. He would see that also the insane people, the more crazy ones that have been let out, as soon as those doors have opened, they've darted out. But you can see that the Furbolg has slowly walked out, kind of just rubbing her wrist, as you can get the idea that they never took the handcuffs off of her.
Oh, gotcha.
Probably because at the time, whenever they put her in there, they may have not had those automatic ones that they used for Malice. As you see her basically, if you looked into her cell, you would see that she basically smashed those things. It is this 9 foot tall Furbolg, and
Jesus fuck.
I'm going to send a picture of her, but I'm going to describe her still. It is this dark gray skinned Furbolg with this braided black hair that's grown pretty long, probably because she wasn't allowed to get it cut at any point in time. Nobody wanted to fuck around to find out. She does have her prison clothes on right now, so the image is what you see is what she'll probably grab as she's leaving, because all of your equipment that you have for your inventory and for your character, including your clothing, will be in a locker area as you're walking out. Benjamin will point that out for you.
Gotcha.
But naturally she would be wearing a cape or a cloak. of like brown leather with some tribalistic symbols on it and a big poofy white fur like hood that goes around it, with a lot of different necklaces of all sorts showing feathers and arrowheads and things like that. But as of now, with like, normally she'd wear wrappings around as well. But as of now, she has other problems to attend to. Right now, she's just in the normal black and white prison jail cell type of outfit.
Chrono, recognizing Benjamin's eyes, he's just gonna awkwardly wave to him and just goes, hi, Benjamin?
Hey, this is, you're out? Question mark.
Yeah?
You need to get to the
Can't
port.
feel real yet.
I'm gonna be honest. I want you to enjoy your every moment, and but it's in best interest for the both of you. Trust me when I say this. You should get to the port. I'll accompany you, but it's good to see you at least alive. We need to be fast about this. If we dilly-dally, the guards are gonna start getting on our way, and if a shot, something bad could happen. So I'd rather not stick around if possible.
Right.
Yeah.
So, this is something Malice is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to say to Benjamin,
Yeah.
it with telepathy, as a sort of, I'm going to try to do a good, I'll keep him alive. He tells Benjamin, I'm gonna keep Chrono alive.
Benjamin would just kind of give him a smile to that and just kind of nod his head. It's like it's like a simple, just like he's not verbalizing it, but it's just a simple like nervous thank you. He's still pretty shaken up from the encounter, obviously, but
Yeah,
he's trying.
He's
his
also
best.
just been told, yeah, let everyone in solitary out. And he's like, okay.
My job. But yeah, so you guys will start heading out, and that's where we're going to fade from you guys for a bit.
Gotcha.
Hooray.
So, on the shore, it's a pretty lovely time on the shore. We all love a good beach. Usagi.
Yep.
You wake up, and you are flat on your back. There is like a broken barrel like near you to your right. That's probably what you were inside of. And on top of you is this blue slime. If you want to describe your character.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Are you good?
You good?
My character is a little slime that you probably see in like slime videos. He's blue, there's nothing special. He's a small little blob. 3'5" to be exact, and 41 pounds. He's
Nice.
just
Okay.
blue. Just a little guy.
Just a little guy. No accessories, he's just a bare little blob of slime.
Oh my.
A little blue blob. You wake up and yeah, you see this little dude. Well, I would say he's staring at you, but he doesn't even have eyes from what
I'm
you
gonna go in your
see.
orifice.
I go, what the fuck? Okay.
Usagi's gonna
Sashay.
Usagi's gonna react to this like what? What is that? He's gonna poke it. Like curiously.
I'm gonna jiggle back.
It just, yeah, I honestly, there's no reaction, it's just a simple just jiggle, no response. That is completely fair.
Can I get up without it? Like,
You can
can
try.
I get up? I'm gonna try and get up.
You pick me up?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I mean, I'm
I'm
just
gonna
gonna try.
simply just like slide through your hands and fall down.
Love
just
it.
shrug. Wait, I need to look around quick. What? Do I still have my sword?
Your sword is on the shore, but it
Where's
looks like
the
the
rest of my
little
stuff?
slime kind of brought it near you. So it was beside you.
How convenient. I look
What's
at the
that?
slime. He like does double take. Oh, so you can talk. How convenient.
No.
No.
Convenient.
It's a sim-
The fucking convenience.
This is a sword and my only method of defense. Now that all my possessions have been washed away.
Skill issue.
Great. Okay, I know what I'm dealing with here now.
Spaggy's not even gonna react to that.
Hey man. My character doesn't have a mouth. Well, he can't make a mouth, but he prefers to like speak telepathically.
Okay. Got you.
Got 2 telepathy based
In your head.
I'm just gonna say, you wouldn't have happened to see a bag with a little bag nearby, would you?
Would I see a bag nearby?
Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do a quick flashback. It's like early morning. There's a blue little slime that's like sludging around on the shore, doing a nice little stroll. You're having a great time. You accidentally like walk into a man, and he like burns away from acidic stuff. You don't realize. And there's go and roll me a perception check, and we'll see if you saw that while you were seeing the giant dead bunny that you thought might have been dead, and then it wasn't.
Roll perception check.
Yeah, perception. Do.
Wonder why I can't see everyone else's rolls.
I think some people. I know Acrid's rolling physically. I don't know if Dylan and
I haven't yet.
What are you doing?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh yeah, you haven't had to roll yet.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled
Okay,
a
never mind.
10.
You rolled a 10. Got you. Are you using
Oh,
digital or physical, by the way?
Physical.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
I'm
fine
the
with
only
any.
one. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Dylan might be. I don't think he has like physical dice, if I remember right.
I don't. Yeah, I'm using the.
I do actually have any, but I haven't had to use them in God knows how long.
That's fair.
I haven't used digital because digital hates me.
Same. We've seen how it's treated me in the Viper campaign.
Well, I'm gonna get my D20 out just in case. Just in case digital starts hating me.
That's fair.
I
that's
mean,
fair.
what
I'm
you
fine with
mean
that.
starts? What you mean starts? You got a nat 1.
Yeah, good point.
maybe you should use that for your next one, man. All right, but yeah. So you said you got a 10.
Yeah.
So you, while in all your slime glory, you were kind of sludging around, you're looking around, but you never really saw a bag. You saw the sword, you saw the little bunny with a little hat. You found his hat. You put, you know what? Actually,
I'm gonna put it inside me.
Yeah, it's just floating inside of the
Free
slime.
storage.
Yeah.
Can I just
Wouldn't it dissolve?
can I try and reach in and get it?
It magically is somehow not dissolving. It's surprising, but it
Can I-
might start if you don't take it out soon.
Can I just
Take
reach
it
in
out
and
of
grab
me.
it?
Yeah, you can reach out and grab it, probably.
I'm just gonna do that, please, because I need
What
that.
the fuck? You didn't even ask me if you wanted to touch you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I needed my hat back. It's my key. It's the key to my camouflage, you see.
Fuck,
Well, one of them.
camouflage.
Got it. So his hat is his gimmick.
Yes. So the two of you were just kind of like, I guess, exchange like just eyes over and over. But yeah, you don't.
I don't have
know-
eyes.
Yeah,
He
fuck.
doesn't- she doesn't have eyes.
Well, you feel like she might be staring at you, or he might. No, Ubla's a guy, right? Or is no? I guess because
They,
it's-
them.
Yeah, they them. Yeah, because it's literally just a slime. It can't have. Yeah.
There is no
It's a-
gender.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just kind of exchange. You feel like they might be looking at you. You're not really sure. But that goes for like I'd say probably a solid few minutes. Y'all are just exchanging glances, quote unquote.
At least I got away from her. She's got. If she sees me again. Oh, if she sees me again, she's going to be even more. She's going to be even more livid.
Why
Oh,
are you
yeah.
guys here?
Well, there was an incident involving stealing something important. A certain certain Navy detective chasing after me, a storm, and then hiding in a barrel.
I love hiding those.
Unfortunately, my ship has been destroyed, so I'm going to need to find another one to acquire. I'll look around. Can I see the port from here?
You are kind of close to the port. You know that it'll probably be faster to cut through the town to get to the port, but it's not. It's like I'd say it's like a good 15-minute walk.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So you're gonna
Cut
start
through
walking
the town to get there.
Okay. You're gonna start walking to the port.
Follow you guys.
All right.
The
You guys
fucking
can't get rid of me
slug
now.
is just stalking this fucking bunny in the most like, nah, bitch, come here.
It's like a cat just randomly adopting a human and just following them anywhere.
It's a very acidic
I
cat.
want to wear Usagi's hat so bad.
Too bad. Too bad. It's mine. If I get another one, I'll give it to you.
This is epic.
I feel like this is gonna be a thing where I'm just gonna start seeing Oobleck trying to steal Usagi's hat at random times. I wouldn't
Can
be
I roll sleight
surprised.
of hand?
Right now? Sure, I
You
guess.
have hands?
Yeah,
What would I
with the
roll
little,
against that?
Little arm.
Sleight of hand
right.
versus, I guess, perception first, because Usagi, you gotta see it coming.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 9.
I got a nat 20.
Oh my god. So,
serious?
Usagi,
A
she...
nat 20 plus 4.
So here's what happens.
What a first nat 20, dude!
As Usagi
I'm
starts
going back to
walking...
digital dice.
As Usagi starts walking to, like, begins his stroll to the port, Oobleck, as soon as he's turned his back to Oobleck, they just kind of, like, they grow a limb out, and just kind of, like, it is the most, like, horrifying fucking hand you've ever seen in your life. It has, like, 7 fingers, and it just grapples onto his hat, and effortlessly and smoothly puts it on its head, and Usagi doesn't even notice.
Got it. So this is gonna be the introduction to these guys. Got it.
Excellent.
You would feel a ping in your head. It's almost like opening up a Discord like notification. You hear like the ding. Are you gonna accept it?
Probably, yes.
Probably.
Sure.
I would hope you would, because it's a very familiar ping that you get time to time.
Oh,
You,
no.
as far as you know, you've only been alive for like a week, but like for some reason it's really common. I'm a guess you take it.
Yes.
Okay.
I take the big.
It is from not only a person that you've immediately adopted as a friend, but also what you probably would imagine to be your patron, but you're not really sure. Like, it might be your patron, it might not.
Just the bestie from afar.
Yeah, so far it's just your bestie. It's Hamalicia. And, yeah, Hamalicia, who you know is a witch from a different dimension.
Oh,
And-
shit.
You'd hear her just kind of go, "Hey, Oobleck, I'd recommend that you, follow them for now. I think it might be of your best interest if you want to, get things going for yourself again."
Maybe I'll find some answers to questions.
It's
Thanks,
like-
Shoddy.
I want to mention, it is literally just like, it's like a one-way, but that is definitely something I can see happening. But it's like basically opening up like a Discord message. It's like a simple like, hey, here's a little tip thing, maybe do this.
This is no
Sorry,
longer an
Patrick.
option.
Yeah.
Too bad
So-
I can't reply back. Does Shoddy know I like her?
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so I'll
One-sided.
yeah.
I don't understand.
I'd like to think that
Uh-huh.
Oobleck's talking back all the time, not knowing that she can't hear him. That she can't hear them. So one-sided.
so it's just like a thing. He's like, she always leaves me on red, but she knows she wants it, type
Never
of thing.
talks to me back.
I'm so
Delusional to the
confused.
extreme.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. He's been doing this for a week because that's how long he's known her.
Oh.
Oh god. But it's like every 2 days he's gotten this type of thing. But there's only day where it's like the day before he got it, because it's the 7th day, and then the next day right after he got it. So he's like, oh, maybe she's really digging into it. 2 in a day, you know, like 2 days in a row. Damn.
She wants to so bad.
Yeah.
God. Did I do that?
Yes!
But I want to mention, only Issa knows right now what her patron looks like. I won't describe them until like there's an actual scene where you guys see them, because I think that makes sense. Legit, I'm pretty sure the first thing she sent after I sent the picture was just a picture of Bonnie going, how big was the gyat? I'm pretty sure was the exact thing.
Okay.
If I remember
can
the
I
gyat.
just say,
Uh-huh.
I've been friends. For those of you who don't know, I've been friends with Issa for a while now. This is my first time playing D&D with her. This is going exactly how I expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do what she says! Oh, please lobotomize me.
Okay, we're getting... Reed, are you having your character go through town or on the beach side?
Going through town because it's easier to blend in with crowds.
Gotcha, understood. So you start going through this crowd, and I want to mention this. When you saw the slime, you were already kind of a little confused because you know that normally there's only 2 types of slimes in the world that you can think of, there are the natural monster slimes, the green slimes, and there are a different type of monster slime, which is a pink slime known as a mnemonic. Mnemonics can become races. That is a thing called mnemonicins. They can evolve, basically. But you've never seen a blue slime before. This is news to you. And trust me when I say this, you're not the only one surprised, because you start walking through town, and it is like every 5 seconds there's someone looking over at the blue slime behind you.
I can stay in one of your guys' bags.
I'm gonna look. I don't have a bag at the moment.
Well, I can go in somewhere else.
There's no.
Like a barrel, guys.
Yeah.
Go in a barrel.
Okay. You just joked about going to someone's orifice, so I want
That's a kill tactic.
You are not hiding in my clothes.
Aw, man.
I want to mention.
I'm gonna turn around and look at you. Like, perhaps we should find. Perhaps you should find a way to attract less attention.
So.
That would be smart. You'd also realize they have your hat again.
Would he wait? No question. Would
Yeah.
his perception be good enough to notice the nat 20 stealthing of the
I
hat?
feel like I'd be able to see it if I'm turning around to look at the slime.
But think about it.
I'll say this.
No, I'd definitely be able to see it.
It is in point blank range. I can't. I literally cannot be
know.
like, yeah, no, he don't see it.
I'm gonna grab my hat back again and like.
I'm gonna telepathically start talking in deep speech to you.
What the fuck?
Does the man
I
know
have
deep
no idea what I
speech?
said. Yeah, I know deep speech.
I don't know what you're saying, but you should watch your mouth anyway.
Screech into you via
I'm
telepath.
gonna.
Like a fucking cat. It's literally like a cat. Oh, you see a kid, kind of like, who's like holding his mom's hand, just immediately look over at the slime, point, and just go, oh, what the fuck is that thing? Honey, don't look away. Did you say, oh my, son, you're coming with me. No, Mom, no. You see him like getting dragged
I'm
into
gonna
a house.
grab the job. Just kidding.
What? Are you abducting?
If you do that, I'm not helping you.
Oh my
I'm
God.
leaving you. I'm fucking leaving you behind right now because you're gonna attract way too much attention.
Oh my God.
Yeah, stay.
Okay, God.
Like,
Don't
can
do
I
it.
stay
Alright.
under your hat?
Oh, that's actually kind of
You'd have to
smart.
be on my head. How big are you anyway?
I'm like I'm like 41 pounds.
And
That's heavier than
I'm
me.
3'5".
No, that's not happening.
Me. You can live me.
I am 25 pounds.
I can make myself small. But what have you?
You know Hermgon are light, right? Like they're baby.
Oh god.
Just
You're
saying, I
not
can
sitting under
squeeze
my-
through 1-inch gaps. Oh my god, I need a cat.
That is true. She can.
Well, come on. Perhaps I have an idea.
I
I
I
will
could
also.
always sit.
Would you guys prefer me to take a more humanoid shape?
You
Wait, what?
you could
You
do
can do
that.
that.
I could turn into a humanoid shape. You just have to cover me in clothes.
That would probably, if only to not attract more attention.
I don't have
I-
clothes.
Okay, so how do you plan to acquire clothes?
Usagi weighs less than a tenth of my characters.
Yep. What's the
Clothes?
plan?
I'm not helping you with this.
How are you getting your clothes?
The
Eli?
master thief refuses to steal.
In a public place of a person. There's a difference between stealing and outright stupidity.
That's fair. It was still funny.
I had to point that out.
I know.
I had to point that out.
How do I?
Can I find somebody in an alleyway?
Oh my god. Go ahead and roll perception check.
I'm not helping you with this.
Okay, tell me what you get.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, it's 17 plus.
No, I try to be stealthy, man.
Okay, what's the total? I
That's
couldn't
my
hear
whole
you. I'm
thing.
sorry.
Wait, no.
18. I got 18.
18.
I got an
Okay.
idea.
So also you got an idea. I'm gonna tell her what he sees before you say this real quick. You can look into the alleyways. You see that there are like a few homeless people in different alleys. Those are a thing. You see like a kid who's fucking around with like a dog trying to catch it. Like, come here, Fido. No,
I'm
no,
not
fight,
silly.
Fido. No, Fido, no. Just like starting to run away. The kid's like screaming out his mind. You can see this one elderly lady taking out her trash and putting it in the alley because that's where the trash man grabbed her stuff. And she's like barely able to lift it. That's what you see.
I have an
Can I
idea.
inspect the trash and see if there's
I have an
clothes in
idea.
that trash?
You could. What's your
I
idea,
can't
by the
smell
way,
sticky
Usagi?
things.
You could always hide under the trash can.
Ew, stinky. Yeah, I can do that.
Either way, it'll be a survival for either one. Which do you want to do?
I don't know
I'm
look
gonna
at
roll
that
survival.
Okay.
If nothing else, I'm gonna take. Once the old lady's left, I'm gonna take that trash can. Once she's done looking at it.
Okay. So you want to disguise yourself with a trash can. Ublax?
trash. You can put me in a trash bag.
Oh, that is wild, but that is true. You could put her in them in a trash bag. I'm so sorry. You could
It's
put them
okay.
in a trash
I'll just
bag.
go by any pronouns.
Gotcha,
No, but it's
gotcha.
like a. No, it's like an.
personally would not care.
Gotcha,
No, but it's
gotcha.
like an upside down trash can.
Okay.
Can I
hiding.
inspect the trash?
Yeah, you can expect a survival check. But yeah, you can, with that, I mean, I don't think you'll need to take a survival check if you're just like, for Usagi at least, you can just, if you want a trash can, and you can just flip it upside down, dump out the trash, and then just like, are you just gonna like
Yep.
hide it and try and like creep your way through town? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
We could do that.
Okay, so like Solid
don't
Snake,
know.
I get you.
I don't remember this Metal Gear game, dude.
Excellent.
Also,
You
what you get,
can say
Ublax?
with cardboard boxes.
You could.
Yeah.
also. Okay, what'd you get,
So
Ublax?
anyway, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Okay,
dump out the trash,
Wait, what
put it
am I
on,
rolling?
and like
survival for, cause you said you want to check through trash. But yes,
before
yeah,
I dump it.
I get you, Usagi.
I
guess you
rolled
can roll
a 6.
a 6. So, what are you looking for exactly?
Any like blankets, clothes.
So, you find a blanket, but when you grab it, it begins to burn and then just kind of fades away. And then you find like a banana peel, and you try that. It just kind of it dies from
Oh
the
my God.
acid. But you feel like as if you were in a different world, you may have just slipped and your cart would have gone spinning around, but you're not too sure.
Scary thought.
This might be a bit of a problem.
So,
But oh wait,
That
I have an
is my
idea.
drive.
Okay.
Wait, I have a brilliant idea.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn the trash can on its side. Get in.
Oh, bro's gonna roll me.
No, no. I'm going to.
Get in.
No. I'm going to carry. No, I'm going to carry you around. It'll be. It's a brilliant disguise.
I look you up and down. Can you carry me?
In this can, I can.
Okay, bet.
Get hidden. Okay.
I will
Can I
go
lift up-
inside the can.
Can I lift up the can with her in it?
Athletics check.
The 25-pound bunny is going to pick
That's a
up these
6.
Okay. So Uzuki like stances up, like he puts his left foot forward, brings his right foot back, kind of like a boxer. Grabs onto like the trash can, like from like a backwards position, kind of like think of it like this: bring your arms back and then clench onto it. Basically, is what you're doing. So it is commonly like a common lifting, strategy. Problem, you don't feel any give, but you lean forward and now the trash can has fallen on top of you.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on his.
What?
Hey guys, I'm so stupid. Why don't we go? We're in a town, right?
Yeah, you're in town.
That means there's shops, right?
Yeah, there are shops.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna roll you instead. Can I do that?
You,
Round the world,
as long as you have consent, you could roll her or him.
Can I roll?
Yeah,
Can I
you
roll
can
the
roll
slime?
You could roll the slime. I don't think that would take that much. So that
Okay.
should be. I don't think I'll even have
Oh,
to make a roll
really?
for that.
It's the
Okay.
most Looney Tunes ass. The trash can's on its side. There's a slime in there, and there's no bunny on it running.
No,
No, I'm not running. I'm like rolling it on the ground.
every now and then. So like you're rolling it around the ground. I'm guessing you head out the alleyway into the streets.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I'd imagine you probably stay on the sidewalk so you can kind of blend in a little bit better.
Yes.
Every now and then you'd see like a person who just kind of look at him like, is he the new trash guy? No, Gerald still has his job. Hold on. Maybe he got fired. We should talk to Gerald later. It's a smaller town, so you can kind of tell that people are pretty familiar with other people. So when they're seeing the new strange guy, it's like the most like, wait, no, I thought the trash man was Gerald. What happened? Did Gerald die? Is he sick? What's going on?
The fuck's the bunny?
Yeah. Well, so actually, I
Yeah.
do want to mention this. Because of your head, you have it tilted down. They can't really see much of your fur. So,
Good.
as far as they're concerned, because this is a
You're
mainly
just a very short man.
a lot of the civilians here are humanoid. So you're seeing more like elves, humans, dwarves, halflings. So they're just assuming you're a halfling. That just hasn't shaved in a while.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. What about the ears?
So I'd imagine that is the one thing. It's one of those things where it's like most people who are like distracted aren't gonna notice those. But every
Two
once in a while,
ponytails.
yeah, that's the thing. Every once in a while, there would be like a kid or two that would because it's always the kids that are vocal about this. That will just
Yeah.
go look up to their parent. You see like this one kid, his name's Timmy. You find that out very quickly. He kind of points at you and just goes, "Oh, that's some stupid fucking hair." And the mom just looks down like, come here. No. The same thing happens to that other kid. There's a serious swearing problem for these kids here.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna be rolling the trash can with the slime in it towards the port.
Okay, you will do that.
In the vain hope that there are no police officers around.
That is fair. And we're going to quickly swap over as you see running past you is a giant ass Grieger, a 9-foot tall, fur bulk. I want to mention this: a 9-foot tall fur bulk, a 6-foot tall Grieger, a normal sized
Nearly
human.
nearly
Yeah.
7 feet tall.
Yeah, with 2 humans running past.
Oh my.
And you can hear a horde of 20 guards running after them, just yelling at them. And you can hear a mixture of people yelling things like, "Traitor! You bastard! Get the Grieger! He's out! The Ton guy's out! He's gonna freeze us all again!" And
You're just gonna hear Chrono just yell, "I'm never coming back, you fucks!"
Benjamin takes a quick little check and just, "You are gonna come back for your friend, right? You are gonna come back for her at some point, right? You're not gonna just abandon her, right? Oh, what happened to my accent? Oh shit! I'm changing! I'm more of her!"
Benjamin, focus for fuck's sake!
Sorry, mate. Sorry. I'm not used to this. This isn't normal.
Literally me neither, but what if this is making it work?
I'm sorry.
So I rolled a nat 20 perception.
They
Okay.
notice me. And they all notice me, don't they?
I will roll for the guards.
I know
Oh,
I
God.
did.
Okay, so we know Mollis knows. Does Benjamin notice? Benjamin, like, he gives a quick glance. He's just like, not bothering, not today, not today. The guards that are chasing them, they seem to just not notice you. But you are also seeing that within the crowd, there seems to be someone that starts flying over.
Oh.
Because there's a commotion being made. As you see Taka, like, starting to fly after them.
Oh, piss. I should have known. Change of plans.
Oh, God.
Change of plans. I
Can I do a thing?
Can I just grab onto the back of,
Hold on.
try to grab onto the back of Malice's, like, cloak or something to hang on?
So,
Like, as he's
I
running
mean,
by?
I can drag your ass real easy. Like, I won't even notice. It's only an additional 25 pounds.
So here's the
Oh, wait,
thing.
can I do that?
If Mollis is okay with it, because he has noticed that you are here, it is completely, it's one of those things where it's like, if you grab onto him and he doesn't want you to, then there's possible opportunity attacks that could be sent into play here.
Okay, but-
that's up to him. I'm fine with it, it's up to Mollis.
So
I'm trying
Mollis
to be stealthy. He looks like he's in enough of a hurry
Mollis,
that it wouldn't
it
be a
was
problem.
going to stop anyway, and
Okay.
he's going. I wanted to try and do something because with the 20, I'm assuming I also see the bird person start flying.
Yeah, you saw the bird person take to the skies, you see a few Navy starting to come out of the alleyway areas.
So
yeah.
I would like to grab one of my darts
Mhm.
and hurl it into her wing.
Alright, roll it to hit.
Dirty 23.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that'll hit. Roll the damage.
I would like you to stop flying. Go away.
Sammy's gonna, like, wince a little bit at that.
Fair.
So that's
But
9
whatever.
piercing to the wing.
Alright. Yeah, so you see, like, she, for a moment, like, you see her kind of, like, buffer as she, like, almost... You know how if when you get hit and you're running, you kind of stumble? She does that with flying. And you see, like, her ascension, which was pretty high, just drastically drop as she's trying to recover from the hit. And you can see that she is wincing from that hit.
As also, Malice feels someone grab him, and he's like, "Who? I don't care."
You would see the Furbolg just kind of in a fit of rage. You see her grab this stand that's like full of watermelons and just go, "I'm so sorry," and just picks it up and hurls it at some of the guards.
Oh.
And you see, like, one guard, like, you see it mainly fly over the majority of them, but there's, like, 2 guards in the back that just
no.
get sidelined by it. And you just hear, and then they just don't get up.
Malice
Oh my.
is going to look at Yusugi, and Yusugi is going, and Malice is going to say this out loud because he doesn't know what he does. He's like, there's no time to do the mind thing right now. So he's
Yeah.
going to say, he's like, "Is that trash can important?"
Maybe, yes.
Alright, I'm grabbing the trash can. We're going.
Don't need that. Don't need to tell me twice.
So, since there are 2 of you guys doing a literal chase thing, here's what I'm going to do. Chrono and Moss, you guys are the ones that are actually running. So I'm going to have you guys rolling con saves.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
the way
no.
chase scenes, the way I run them, is that this is where your con modifier comes into play. You can be fast as a monk, but in the end of the day, barbarians are often better built for long chases. Because they normally have more con. So you have more speed, but you have less con. Normally is the case. So here's what you're going to
Alright.
do.
I'm
You're going
also
to use that speed to your
carrying,
advantage. Yes.
I'm also
Alright.
carrying 60 additional pounds.
And that's, I'm about to get to that, because you're going to be rolling at disadvantage, Mollis.
I got a 17 on my con save.
Okay,
My
you're
first
good.
Roll.
I was gonna say, I was like, God, I hope this is athletics, because I'm good at that.
It technically it's just a normal con save because it's just this is normally how D&D chase works. I just kind of tweaked it a little.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I got a dirty 17. I would have had better.
Okay, that's completely fine. You both pass that first bit. You can see that some of the guards are starting to lag behind. They've been running for a while, and they're also wearing pretty heavy armor. The solitary confinements are the ones that don't really wear heavy armor, which is why Benjamin's doing fine. But you can see that Taka is still keeping up in pace. You're getting closer to the port. I'd say like another 2.5 turns will get you to the port.
Bitch, I will send another fucking dart into your wing if I need to.
Now, here's the thing. You would see that the Navy officers that are running after you are still on your tail pretty damn well.
Can I scream into their heads?
You can try. Chrono, if you also want to try something, Usagi and Ubux, if you want to try something, you can.
What?
Okay,
Let me see. Well,
so
unfortunately, all my stuff is gone. So I don't.
Yeah.
I would like to scream.
So I don't have anything I can do.
Okay. What about Mollis?
Nothing.
So, is there a rock I can pick up?
It is a pretty well.
I should have known this was a mistake, but whatever.
It's okay.
Seems smarter at the time.
There won't really be many rocks per se because you are running through a pretty well taken care of town. But I
Is there
will say
anything
this. Yeah.
like fist size that I could grab while running that I could then throw back at them?
Okay, roll me a perception quick, real fast. What did you want to do, by
could-
the way, Issa? I heard you say
could I-
something.
Do the same.
Yeah, you can do the same. Perception check.
Okay, cool.
Issa, what did you have? I heard you go habadabba and then habakadabra, and then you never finished.
What?
Yeah, I heard you go like, and then like you didn't say anything. Were you gonna say something?
Panic.
I mean, could I help?
Yeah, what do you want to help
mean,
with? Do you just want to give them assistance for perception, or do you have an idea of what you want to do?
I would love to do an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, yeah. Who are you aiming for?
I want to
How
mention
far
this.
are they from me?
Okay.
The way I'm picturing this in my head
Mhm.
is the Grieger is holding the trash can in his left hand over his shoulder.
Yeah.
There's just a bunny hanging on for dear life on the right side.
Yeah.
And then there's just this nearly 7-foot tall fish man is fucking heaving for breath as he's running.
Oh boy.
So, what was the perception checks?
I got a 10. I'm just
Okay.
gonna flavor it as Chrono's head is kind of a mess right now.
That's fair.
As implied earlier, after being free from this prison for such a long time, all he can really think is run, 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 run,
Understandable.
run.
It's fair. Mollis, what was yours?
I got a dirty 21.
Okay, so you'll see something. Chrono, you're too much of a mess right now to actually notice anything. Ublex, we're about to get to your shot in a second here. We're going to time these attacks at the same time so you guys can roll at the same time. So Mollis, here's what you're going to
Hold on,
do.
attack.
With a 22, you can see that there are a few things that you could grab that are hand-sized. There are, you are currently running towards a few stands. You would see some flower pots. You would see like some small hand-sized flower pots that you can see on the side. This is a very steampunk town. I should mention this. This town is completely mixed-mashed with gears of all sorts, but they still somehow manage to keep it somewhat natural, as a lot of the people here are like mainly druids, the people who do have classes here, from what you can tell. So they've kept the more nature side of things, like the leaves, and they've kept it pretty organic, but they've still kept like the mechanisms that you normally would see in a steampunk village. But besides that, you can see you are running up towards an artificer shop near your area, where there's like some gears kind of sticking out there that are kind of hand-sized. So.
Alright, so this is going to make it difficult, but I know that. But I'm okay with that. I want if I can time it, I want my cloak to billow as I'm running to obscure me grabbing the gear so the guards don't know that I have it.
Okay.
If I can.
Dex check.
Okay. Is it a sleight of hand or is it just a check?
It's going to be actually. You know what? We'll go sleight of hand because you're trying to steal it from in front of them. While you do that, go ahead, Issa, roll me the Eldritch Blast and remind me who you wanted to hit again.
Fuck the bird.
Whoever's closest.
It was the bird, right?
A bird?
That's me. I was saying fuck the bird.
There's Taka, the bird, the Aircocker that's chasing after you. There's the few Navy. Yeah, it's mainly just the Navy. The guard's kind of pissed off.
Rightfully so.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the guard.
Okay, okay. So, yeah, you can just roll to hit, and we'll see if you hit.
Does a 15 hit?
Oh, yeah, so, like, you send an Eldritch Blast into, like, the crowd of these, like, Navy soldiers, because the guard's already gone, but I know what you meant. And you just see, like, one guy just take the shot directly to the chest, and just collide into a guy behind him. And they're he's kind of reeling, like he's slowly getting up, but it is obvious that fucking hurt.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Woof.
You don't have to even roll damage because right now this is like a crowd control thing.
So
Okay, just roll
Okay,
damage
so-
though.
You can roll damage if you want to do it for the
die.
fun. You can do it if
Okay,
you want to
so-
for the fun of it. Yeah.
From Chrono's perspective, so if I understand this right, he just saw this funky ass looking spell just shoot out of the trash can, which
Yes.
he didn't realize was there until now. And he just starts screaming out of panic, like, what?
Now wait,
I'm the trash man.
it's your little thing. It's your little thing in there. Don't worry.
What?
So now for my funny bit.
Uh-huh.
I would
God.
like, so I would like to hurl this hand-sized object like over behind me at them with my right arm,
Mhm.
and I want to also project my voice kind of in an aura and hopefully to deceive the guards to kind of sound like them as I have been hearing them shout.
Okay.
And I want to just shout bomb
Okay.
as they see a
Bomb?
hand-sized
Oh,
object. Yeah.
So
Bomb, like grenade or just
Oh.
something. So they think there's an explosive that I've thrown at them, but
Oh,
in
okay.
reality, it's just a gear.
okay, deception
Ah.
check.
Fire in the hole!
Deception check.
I
Dirty
just had an
15.
idea of
Dirty
my own.
15.
I'm gonna have
So
to delete my entire inventory.
you
Fuck.
see some of the Navy guard out of like the I think it's now 13 Navy that are left. You see half of them, the 7 of them, going, "Oh God, Bob, take cover!" And you see them like jump behind like different areas for like half cover or full cover. And you see the other half just like continue running as it's the most of like you hear one of the guys just yell, "It's just a damn gear, you fucking idiot!"
Incredible.
I don't care
Okay,
that it only got half of them. That's fucking funny that it worked.
okay, Mr. DM, I just
Yeah.
got an idea on how to handle
Oh, no.
this.
Okay.
All right, so can I make a deception roll? I
Oh,
want
God.
to scream out to this crowd and just go, "Hey, do you guys want to be frozen in time too? Don't you have families or something like that?"
Okay. So you trying to gaslight them to
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, just for the record, I can't do shit to them, so that's why it's a deception roll.
Yeah, give me a deception roll.
Okay.
Oh man, talk is not gonna stop for that. Unfortunately, I don't think.
All right, and I get a 7.
Yeah. So you see this like blacksmith as you're running past just go, "Fucking dipshit! You can't do that. If you could have done that, you would have unfrozen. It's like a while ago." He just like starts shaking his hand at you. Fucking bastard! And you see him. I'm gonna roll something.
Oh, please don't
Oh,
start
no.
chasing us.
The fuck? You see this old dwarven blacksmith get
Alright, run. Run.
like take a step away from his anvil, lift a fucking like war hammer over his head like a fucking like he's about to pitch a baseball, and he hurls it. And let me ask you a question, Chrono. Does a nat 20 hit your AC?
Does a nat 20 hit?
Wait, Nits. I have a. Wait,
Yeah.
didn't we? Okay, I saved a screenshot of this. We didn't bring it up lately. You can edit this out if it doesn't count, but
Yeah.
didn't you like throw out? I have a screenshot right here if you need it.
Yeah, no,
But
no,
you
go,
told
go,
me
go.
of an idea of Chrono's first time power as a reaction.
This is correct. What level did we
So-
put it on? It should be up in the feats. Did you add your time feat for it?
I think I did. Yeah.
Okay, so check your feats. You should have one of them. I put them. I chose and then put it in a very specific order for what you get for what made the most sense in my head. So if you want to check, see what you have.
Give me 1 second. Oh, it didn't save. Hang on, let me put time fruit on here. Give me 1 minute. I thought it saved.
I guess it didn't say. D&D Beyond has done that from time to time. It's very rare, but it has done it.
Okay,
Oh,
so if I understand correctly, Chrono can use his power to rewind it to try and hopefully dodge the attack this time.
yes, that is correct.
So,
It should say there's a type of roll or something you'll have to do, if I remember correctly.
It doesn't say anything here, but I do have the screenshot where you say make a d20 plus your dex mod compared to the hits.
Yeah, so you're going, if you want to do this, you will have to be a nat 20 roll. There's no modifier to this. As long as you get above a 20, you will be able to dodge it.
Okay, so... Oh god, that means I need to roll an 18 or higher. Alright, well, let me just,
So, No, I can't.
Oh, I was so close!
Would you
I
get
got
it?
19!
Oh,
Nice.
Oh boy.
that's
I-
unlucky. What you got?
Right?
Okay, so how I'm gonna flavor this is you three can notice Chrono quickly opening the palm of his hand, and you see almost something materialize out of it. Chrono is about to say something, and then he just gets walked.
He gets nailed
Incredible.
in like the cheekbone of his face by this like warhammer. As I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage here. It's not a massive one, but it's not small. It's like a medium-sized one. Dwarves
Could I
have
throw
a
the
natural...
trash can in the way?
I said you've already used your actions and all that. Sadly, I cannot say that.
Oh,
being
fair,
the case.
right, actually. Yeah, no, you right.
Yeah. You take 3 bludgeoning. You actually got really lucky with that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Being a rogue is useless in this situation.
As a response to this,
Yeah.
Chrono is just gonna scream, I hate this island!
As now, Chrono and Mouse, another con check.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We still have to make con checks.
Yep.
Monk.
Every turn, you gotta make a con check and chase it.
I got a 16.
16. Okay, barely passes.
Yeah, so about that.
Mm-hmm. Did you get?
6.
Okay, so you're gonna add a level of fatigue to yourself.
Okay. That's fine. What does that do?
Uh,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, yeah, that's what it does.
Alright, so everyone else starts hearing Malice start grunting from the strain of care of 1 sprinting himself, 2 carrying a slime or whatever the fuck's in the trash can. He doesn't know. All he heard was some magic get cast. So he's like, okay, apparently there's a sentient creature in there.
Yep.
Not sure why it's in a trash can, but whatever. And a bunny.
Yeah.
Now you will notice this, that the Navy, they haven't fully left, but they have started to lag behind. And Taka
Thank God.
is still well on her speed.
Aha!
But you are a turn away from the port. You can see the ships. You can see there are 3 ships. You can see that one is obviously a Navy ship, as their sail is still up. The other 2 do not have their sails up. That is what you can see. You can also see that there is a somewhat shady figure, like kind of near the area. It seems to be just like, and when I say shady figure, I mean like you're just seeing a pillar of black smoke in a humanoid form.
Okay, I'm running for the smoke pillar.
Okay. He's
Not to
kinda-
hit him. Not to hit him.
Okay.
Just like, I'm assuming that's where we're supposed to go.
He's just kind of standing in the middle of port. It's most likely that he's probably just waiting to see where you choose to go, boat-wise.
Alright.
That being said,
I'm gonna raise the question.
yeah.
Which fucking boat?
That is up for
Which
you
boat?
guys to decide.
Okay.
Are you going to go for the navy boat, the middle boat, or the right boat?
Is there any specific details on the other two boats?
Perception check.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Does anyone else want to try as well?
Fucking.
I will.
Okay. Yusuke, do you want to give it a shot? Oobleck couldn't because he's in the trash can.
Damn
I
it!
got an 18 on perception.
Okay. Reed, do you want to give it a shot?
Make a perception roll, you said?
Yeah, sure. If you want to, it's up to you.
Sure. Yes.
All right. So Chrono's got an
Fucking son of an ass! Really?
Oh no. Reed. It was a bad roll, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man's about to uninstall
Oh,
D&D
man.
Beyond.
No. So Ursugi, I guess actually to be fair, with you holding on for dear life on this fish man, you can't
Yeah.
quite see over the constant flapping like rope that's in your face. But you are trying.
Really?
It just keeps getting in your face. Like you get like a split second to see a boat, and as you try to like look into it further, it's like here's the claws again. Oh, here's a little peek. Here's the claws again.
Oh man.
It's like playing peekaboo with a robe. Chrono.
Literally.
Yeah, or Oobleck, you see nothing. Mollis, you're seeing like stars and shit, man. Like everything's
I
fantastic.
got like a dirty
Yeah.
16. Would it be possible for me
Yeah.
to send them the image of the boat? That's more. I'm asking you because that's like more of like I'm more letting the DM decide
Yeah.
whether or not I can do that.
I'd say no. I'd imagine
Okay.
that your stuff is more like just verbal when it comes to the mind stuff, from what I can tell.
Yeah. No, I
yeah.
hadn't decided that. I hadn't really I hadn't thought about that until just fucking now. That's why I was like, I'm gonna let the fucking DM decide.
I always appreciate that you're like, hey, can I?
Is this an option? I know I have telepathy, but
I love creativity, so I'm always down to hear an idea.
yeah, that's why I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I got a dirty 16, and I was like, I don't use boats. I'm a fish man, so I'm like, you fucking, can I describe the boats at
Yeah.
all to either of them?
So here's what I'll say. With that Dirty 16, you can see, and Chrono can see, that there are no people on any of these boats, from what you can see. Now, Chrono, you can see that the boat on the right seems to have luggage of some sort. Like, if we're looking at like some possible barrels and crates, that sort of thing, like up on the main deck. Now the
I like
middle,
boot.
now the middle one, there is like a crate and a barrel. Besides that, with that 18, you can lightly see that the sail that they have kind of like furled up and like not really fully put out, it's a different color compared to the normal ones. So the Navy used like a white sail. And the one on the right, that one is more of like a tannish. This one's more of like a black.
Okay.
So that is what you know.
All right.
What's the group decision here?
So we have one who can't see them, one who isn't able to see, one who doesn't use a boat, and one who hasn't seen the outside world in however many years, making a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does it.
I don't use boats. I'm a fish man. I don't fucking know how these work.
Would Benjamin be able
Okay,
to help?
could
You know, it's actually a perception. It's actually a good question. I'll roll a history check for him because he's mainly solitary confinement. That's been his job for as long as Chrono's been here. So the chances of him actually using boats in general isn't very high, but there's always a possibility because this world is mainly consisted of islands. And he actually rolled decently. So he does know how to use a boat, but he wouldn't know too much. What type of information are you trying to get from Benjamin?
Which boat would be the easiest to get on and leave?
Easiest boat straight would probably be the Navy because there's already a sail open. All that would need to be done was just have the anchor, because these have been tied to the port, obviously. So all you'd have to do is just cut the rope.
Well,
But
sword.
it's a Navy one. Sword-wise, I will actually check to see what he has in his inventory, because that is actually a genuinely good question.
I think
they have a short sword.
I think
Oh yeah, you have a
the
sword.
bunny
You could
has
cut
a
it.
sword.
Yeah, you could cut it.
That's the only thing I have.
That's true.
I'm okay with
Because
the
I
navy
ditched
ship.
all my inventory.
Okay.
And
So two-
also, I just realized everybody else probably ditched theirs too.
I
Well,
have
I
my
have-
I have a stick and some darts.
I have 9 gold, 1 personal item, and a dream.
Yep. And
I
I'll let
have,
you
well,
let-
it's better than me. Well, it's better than me. I got jack shit.
I have
I also
instruments
got
of murder
hands.
and my teeth.
Okay. But that rope is possible to be cut by the sound of it, because you do have a sword, a short sword. So.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, well. Should I
Which-
get on that?
Is that
Which boat
the
had the most what looks like supplies?
that would
That's
be the
my
one
big
on the right.
Is that
That-
the Navy boat?
That is not the Navy boat. Navy boat's on the left. So the Navy boat's
Fuck.
on the left, you have the middle, and then the right. It looks like the Navy, like, they have some stuff, but those lids are open, so there's a shot there's not anything in there.
Son of
Maybe
a
we should
goat.
do that one.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Navy?
Navy boat?
Navy
Is that
boat.
what people-
Oh, Tuck is gonna be. Tuck is
Alright,
gonna be so
so-
mad.
So can I just Can I yeet them both up there?
Yeah.
So they're
I'm
off of
certainly
my
light
back?
enough that you can.
You can
Do I-
definitely...
Do I have to roll for the 25-pound man? Because I have
Probably
20
not.
strength.
I mean, honestly, I'd say you probably wouldn't have to worry about it with Usagi. You might have to do it with Ubla, because they're a little bit heavier, and they're also in a trash can.
Yeah. So
Chase me.
so please cut the rope before I fucking send you to God.
Yeah. Before you do that, we're gonna have you guys do one last con save as you are like arriving to it, because you know you're getting near the end of the chase. Chrono and Malus, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Ooh, level of fatigue for you.
Oh boy.
What'd you get?
So about that,
Yeah.
I'm at level fatigue.
Okay. Level of fatigue. Understood.
I got a dirty 10.
Oof.
Oh god.
That's unlucky.
I'm dying.
It's really starting to set in for you, Malus, because you're carrying so much. Chrono, you're starting to realize that like you've been locked up for a while and you haven't really gotten to do much cardio, and you're starting to feel it a little bit now. Oobleck, you're fine, buddy. You're vibing. You're having a great time. You can
I don't really give a fuck.
yeah, you can hear the Nyan Cat music playing in the background. Like, that's a whole thing for you. Usagi, you're living. You're breathing.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining Oobleck in like a humanoid form doing the that fucking Hat in Time dance where it's like it's the tranquility music.
So, Usagi would see Malus reach up and grab him in preparation to throw him onto the boat.
Alright.
So,
Okay.
is that fucking thing of cut the fucking rope, you have a very short time period to do this.
We'll have to roll to cut the rope.
So just roll it to hit. It's not the AC won't be very high because it's a rope. It's inanimate.
Okay.
And he cut it midair, like
Are
super
you
epic.
serious?
What'd you get, man?
Are you serious right now? That's an 11.
That's enough. It's not high. You're good.
Okay.
Good.
So
So
it's a DC 5. It's a fucking rope.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you guys run past the smoke humanoid, and you do the whole cut rope thing. You get onto the boat. You would see that Taka gets enveloped in that black smoke,
Wait, what?
and not just her, but that entire port gets enveloped in a black smoke.
Oh.
As you have escaped the chase,
We did it!
you have gotten away from the Navy for now.
Did I have to? Did I
Oh,
have
she's
to
gonna be
roll?
so mad.
Did
Oh,
I have
she's
to
gonna be
roll
so
to
mad.
check?
Honestly, I wasn't gonna make you do it in the long run. Like, I thought about it, I think I mentioned it, but I was like, you know what? They're really not that heavy, and you have a pretty fucking good strength, so I'm not gonna make you.
Thank God, because I would have had disadvantage.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm gonna let you guys kind of just figure your shit out. You have, I want to mention this, you have the 4 of you here. Benjamin, did you manage to get on? That's actually a genuine question. Because I just hit, did you get on? Barely. He made it on. He's just like clinging onto the guardrails right now. He's pulling himself
I'm grabbing him.
The Furbolg is definitely here. She is actively standing on the deck.
Oh, Malice, are you standing?
I'm just gonna be.
He's standing, surprisingly. Not happily, but he's standing.
I'm just gonna be looking. Just gonna be dusting myself off, looking around.
Oobleck's gonna goop out the trash can.
Fair.
Frodo is just gonna collapse face first on the deck.
Well, that was.
And he-
Well, that was. Well, that was eventful.
Oobleck is
I'm
gonna
raising
lay
the
on
fucking
Chrono's
anchor.
back.
Well, the anchor's already gone. You're good on that.
Chrono is like too exasperated to notice this happening.
The boat's fucking moving. No one is driving.
Taka's not still trying to chase after me, is she?
No, she's not from what you can see. When that smoke went up, literally sight on anything at that port just disappeared.
Well, that's convenient. But I hope she's okay.
Chrono is slowly gonna get up, still not noticing Oblong.
Just gonna go. Before anyone can do that, I'm gonna go look in like their storeroom,
Okay.
see if I can replace my lost inventory.
Okay, so what
I
did you
lost
have in
all
your
my
inventory?
stuff.
So, what did you have in your inventory?
Arrows, 20 arrows, 2 daggers, a grappling hook.
Okay.
Leather armor I don't have to worry about because I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
And a short bow and thieves' tools.
Okay, so let's see if they have the short bow and the arrows. Because if they have one, they're definitely going to have the other. They do. So you have your short bow and your
Good.
arrows. How much do they
Good.
have? I'm going to roll a d20 see how many arrows you have. You have 6. So it's not a lot right now, but it's something.
That's fine. I'll just enter that new quantity.
Do you have a grappling hook? Since you took a Navy ship, it's not as high, but we'll see. No. Grappling hook is gone.
Well, I better delete that from my inventory.
The 2 daggers was the other thing you mentioned, right?
Yes.
2 daggers. There is a dagger.
I'll take 1.
And was there, well, there's something else you mentioned, right?
Thieves' tools.
These tools, right.
They're not
There's
gonna
a
have that.
There's a shot, because sometimes maybe do have to break into houses because of people.
Oh, and there's all of the stuff that was in my like adventurers bag. Which
Ah, damn.
do I really have to? I feel like I could be able to find most of that.
You can find that naturally. I'm not
Except for
even
the
gonna
ball
make you look
beer,
that
except
stuff.
for the ball bearings bag of 1,000.
Fair. You know, I'm gonna say that the adventurer's bag has just been sitting in Oobleck's body the entire time, and you just never noticed because you got distracted by the hat. We're gonna go with that.
Okay, well, okay, so I don't have to take it out of my inventory. Good, good. So I still have my ball bearings bag of 1,000. Why the fuck do I have this?
It's just a normal
just-
thing, you know.
I just added the default.
Also, you got really lucky with the Thieves tool. It was a DC 18. You got a 19 for it, so you do have a
Oh,
Thieves
thank
tool.
God. Okay, no
Yeah.
grappling hook, but that's fine. I lost a bunch of stuff, but that's fine.
You'd see the Furbolg just kind of look around and just go, "Well, I don't know if anybody else is. Does anyone know how to drive a ship? 'Cause I
can.
don't. Oh, you
Well,
can.
Lucky for you. Lucky for you. I've stolen enough ships that I'm very skilled at it.
Oobleck wants to go cook. What's in the
You
kitchen?
want to go cook? Okay.
Really quick.
I'm going to be honest. The fish man sees the ooze creature walking into the kitchen, and he's following because he doesn't want it to eat all the food.
What about Chrono? What were you saying? That's fair.
I'm gonna.
Chrono eventually get up,
Mhm.
and he just starts going.
I just realized I'm basically Nami.
Fresh
Yeah.
air! Yes! Actual fresh And
See, I
then
told you, mate. It's great,
he
ain't it?
looks around and sees Oolong moving to the kitchen. It just goes, huh?
Vlog.
uh,
For shits and
go-
giggles, Blake wants to talk.
After making-
keep
after
speech
making
to
sure that-
Dylan, to Chrono.
After making sure that the ship is on course and not heading for any rocks, I am going to go up to, I don't know, Chrono, and be like, okay,
Oh, right! Sorry.
what
What's up?
happened?
Uh,
Clearly some of you are more informed than the rest of us.
hi.
Somebody.
Oh wait, I'm not doing his voice.
Also,
Hi.
it's important to note that I'm like 2 feet shorter than you, probably. So
Yeah, this is literally the third new species Chrono has seen today. Like he.
you also gotta see an Aaron Cocker. Let that sink in.
That's true.
4.
Yeah.
Chrono says, I'm really, I'm sorry. This is my first time getting fresh air in several years. My head's not exactly straight right now. From what I can tell, someone wanted us together, and I'm not sure who exactly.
oh, great to work with other people.
Hey,
Oh boy.
out of
So-
curiosity, what year is this?
Nitz, you're gonna have to tell me that because I don't know that out of character.
Oh, right, that
Now-
makes
Know the
sense
year.
that you would.
Yeah. Now, as of now, and I'm going to pull up the Google document so you can all see it, because I want everybody to see this. Because I went out of my damn. That's the wrong fucking sheet. That's the
That's
wrong
fine.
fucking sheet. That's the wrong sheet. Damn. You know, it used to show up all the time without a problem, and then now it doesn't. Because I also don't want to tell you the wrong year. Because as much as I'd like to be, I have the best memory known to mankind. That is not the case.
You sure as fuck don't.
Oh yeah, no. So I want to make sure I tell you this properly, because I do actually have information on this. History of the Empire. Damn, that's a crazy Google Doc. I wonder whose world that's from.
My
That's-
campaign.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. Who would have guessed we have 3 DMs here?
What?
So in the D&D world info, it's always worth looking into it because there's a lot of stuff here. It is mentioned that you guys are currently, if I remember correctly, I think you're in year 1000 and yeah, you're 1106. You're in year 1106. So
Okay, really quick, Nitsify, can you ask me, like, send me in DMs, how long did we figure out what Chrono was gonna be trapped for again?
I got you because I never actually told you.
Yeah, I don't think we settled on it.
There you are.
Got
Yoink.
it. Okay.
Yeah, now he knows that.
Okay, okay, we got what we need to resume this then.
Mhm.
So, what year is this?
And who is he asking?
Usagi, or Reed's
Or is-
character.
Yeah, I need to know what year it is.
1106.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The year 1106.
Chrono. How should I put this? He kind of looks like you just killed his puppy in front of him.
Damn.
That's right.
Broad day.
You're all right.
Oh my god,
You just John Wick to the man.
Okay. Well,
Malice is gonna walk out of the kitchen. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what Oobleck's doing.
Well,
Being chef.
Being sure. We'll get to that in a second.
well, I'm just going to leave you to that, I guess.
yeah.
7 foot tall fish man.
Chrono like slowly sinks to the ground, just staring at the sky like it looks like he's having an existential crisis.
So the thing you're realizing, and I don't know if you'd think about this, Chrono. So you know why you're still alive because of your fruit.
Mhm.
Benjamin's a human.
Oh. Oh, okay, got it. After like a solid 5 minutes passes, Chrono is just gonna sit back up and just go, wait a minute!
Yeah.
He's gonna look for Benjamin.
Benjamin is currently in the kitchen because he's fucking bewildered that there is a sentient slime, let alone a blue one, in the kitchen. What are you
Let him
cooking
cook!
up? What are you cooking up? There is food. What are you cooking up?
Wait, I'm sorry.
What is in the pantry right now?
One more thing.
Yeah, what is it real
I'm
quick?
sorry, really quick, I just remembered. Chrono would like to change out of his prison uniform.
He can.
So
He grabbed
he's-
his clothes. He can do that.
Oh, he had clothes in his locker?
Yeah, I mentioned that before, but like when you guys were gonna be
Oh.
running out, you guys would be stopping by
Oh,
grabbing
that-
stuff from the locker.
Okay,
That's how you
my
get
bad,
your
that went
equipment.
over
Yeah.
my head. So Chrono is just gonna find a quick place to change after all of that happened.
Yeah. Obviously the Furbolg's gonna do the same thing, but she's gotta actually find a way to do it because 9 feet tall, and she's just gonna have to crouch into the lower areas because it's not built for her height.
Gotcha.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I need to see if this Navy ship has a tracking device on board because if it does, we need to throw that overboard immediately.
We will get to that in a second because we're gonna jump to Ublek
Okay.
real fast, and then we will get to
Alright.
that. So Ublek, it's not like an insane amount of like plethora of things. So none of the stuff's gonna be extremely fresh because it is Navy. They travel a lot. So the type of food rations you're seeing is like there's a lot of seafood. You're looking at like some fish that they may have caught while they were traveling, like different assortments of fish from tuna to not the salmon because salmon's not really there, but like you can tell they've probably done some of their fishing like at some of the other islands, and some of it was definitely in the ocean because you can see some more ocean fish in here, but it's kind of a mixture. Besides that, you can see a little bit of vegetation that they probably bought at the past island. Because, otherwise you're gonna get things like, what is it? What's the thing that you can get for, like, not eating any veggies while out at sea? Is it scurvy? Scurvy. And you don't want that. So there is, like, a decent, like, mixture of vegetables, fruits, and
Are there potatoes?
seafood. I can roll to see if they're specifically potatoes.
Yeah!
Yes, there is. Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay,
There's
do
a
you like
plethora.
fish like
Yo.
salmon? That's what you that's all I need, fucking potatoes. Is
I-
it asparagus?
Yeah, there's asparagus. You got a nat 20, sure.
Oh shit.
There's a fucking
And then-
barrel of potatoes.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm crossing my fingers hoping there's rosemary and butter.
I could say yes to the rosemary easily with the nat 20. I think that's where nat 20 starts running out of luck, so I'll roll for the butter here. Oh my god, you're just rolling, it's rolling well for you. 19 natural? So,
Sweet!
yeah, there is butter.
Ublex is gonna
There's
elongate
not
himself.
all that much. Oh, really?
Those are, I'm gonna say this, that's all they have. That's the only things they have. They only have potato, a few fish, 3 sticks of butter, and like some asparagus. So whoever
That's
did the
awesome.
shopping for this Navy boat really fucking love asparagus and potatoes.
There's a barrel of potatoes and a
Can I roll
barrel of
history to-
asparagus.
Can I roll history to see if
I
Talk is
apologize
responsible for
interrupting.
this?
I make no.
You can.
What?
I make no
Okay.
apologies for this. I made nachos. Acrid
Oh
will
my
be eaten.
god, it's Anya. The girlfriend.
Hi, hi, yeah.
Hello, Anya.
One sec, let me roll history.
That's
That's a 9.
9. As far as you know, you've never seen Taka even touch a potato.
Okay, so clearly she's not the one who did the shopping.
Yeah. Ublek, what are you making, by the way?
Ublex is gonna elongate himself. He's just gonna make himself really tall while still being a little slime guy.
You see Benjamin just like back row. Oh my god, what the fuck?
He's growing. He's
Excellent.
growing. And then Ublex is gonna start boiling some potatoes. He wants to make mashed potatoes. And then cook salmon
Okay.
in butter,
So he'll-
salt, pepper,
I
rosemary.
fucking know what you're making.
Baste that shit.
Uh huh.
And
Sounds good,
then
actually.
he's gonna make mashed potatoes with the butter too.
Hell yeah. And here's what
He's
you're
gonna
do.
put the fish on top of mashed potatoes
Nice. Nice.
with
I see.
asparagus.
Hell yeah.
He's chefing that shit up, but
Hell
should
yeah.
I roll performance?
That's what I was about to tell you.
No.
You're gonna have to roll performance, yes. And this does actually have a mechanical, like, thing with this. So trust me, if you do
That'd be
well,
epic.
it's worth it. What'd you get?
I got 15 plus 3. That'd make it 18.
Okay, cool. So here's what's gonna happen. Anyone who eats that, they're going to get temporary inspiration. So
Shit.
you will get 1 inspiration. It'll last for 5 long rests before it
This
goes
is like
away.
Monster Hunter.
Alright,
Yeah,
around when, like, Ublux has, like, finished cooking,
Mhm.
Croto is just going to suddenly be there, and he's just gonna say... He's already over, like... Okay, what the fuck is this? And he
Yeah.
just goes to... Is that real food I smell?
Oh,
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Ublick's just gonna telepathically say, "Have some." To Croto.
Okay, I will have some. Thank you. Okay, I actually had this written down on my character sheet. Alright. He is going to... He's not gonna even, like, get, like, a fork or a napkin. No, he just picks up, like, the salmon, eats it, and
With
then...
his hands?
Yep. And
Okay.
then he just starts bawling his eyes out.
wow.
The Rico
And
moment.
he just screams, "Oh my god! This is so good! I haven't had good food like this in..." Suddenly he remembered what year it was. Had a quick existential crisis, and then he is just eating and crying really hard.
Benjamin would just go,
Incredible.
"Oh, I see you don't like my my chocolate bars, I guess. Okay, I get you. I see how it is.
Frodo is
I
like too
understand."
busy having a moment to not give
Yeah.
a fuck what Benjamin said.
By the way, Yusugi, while they're doing that,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me that survival check for that tracker, by the way.
Okay.
Jumping back to the kitchen while he rolls that, is there anything else?
Ublick
That's
made
a
it
12.
for everyone. Ublick will jiggle happy
12.
Okay.
that everyone likes his food.
Chickle.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Malus is with Yusugi right now, by the way.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha. Benjamin
Looking
will
for a-
obviously bite into it. The Furbolg, you can't see her right now because she's still trying to find a
Changing.
place to change at. Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, this ship ain't built for her.
Yeah, she's 9 feet tall.
Yeah, it's rough. But yeah,
Malus,
Stupid idea, which I will do later. But
Malus
fair.
would have questioned what the fuck. There's still the whole interaction of Malus is basically following Yusugi, wondering what the fuck he's doing.
he's like looking around. He's like looking around, turning over things, being like,
yeah.
What are you
there's always
looking for?
there's always.
By the way, that would have been a mental fucking speech to Yusugi.
he doesn't even react to the fact that it's in his head. He's dealt with weird stuff before.
He already had a flying do it.
Yeah. Listen. Navy ships usually have tracking devices on them. We need to find it and toss it overboard immediately so they can't find us later.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mention.
Can I
Because
help?
as much as I enjoy being chased, being caught is never fun.
So I'll go and let you know with that survival check. You're not seeing anything yet. At least like the normal areas, because you've stolen a few of these before. And
Yes.
normally the common areas, like they'll have it like near the wheel area, like underneath it, or sometimes they'll like place it into a barrel that they plan not to get rid of. It's kind of like a trick, like, aha, you're not gonna look here, fucking idiot. Sometimes they'll put it like underneath the stairs, things like that. But you're not seeing any. So if
Can I
they
help?
do have one, it's hidden in a weird area, most likely, if they do have one.
Right. What I know what they look like.
Yeah, so they're like these. Think of like a snow globe, right? Now take
Yeah.
that sphere and cut it in half. It's got this. It's basically like that kind of like glass orb, like just kind of cut in half. That like half sphere, basically, with like a
Okay.
little blue arcanic glow, but it's a very very dim glow.
Right. All right. Well, I can't find it right now. If you see like a half globe that glows blue, take that and throw it overboard immediately.
Malus is gonna look.
Okay, roll survival.
Okay. Good.
Hooray!
What'd you
you
get?
get?
3016.
Very 16.
Yeah.
All right, that's barely able to
No.
pass it. The DC was a 15. So,
No!
yeah, you were so close, dude. I want to mention that. I really hated it. I was like, I want him, but I can't. It would be unfair.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, so,
Man, I keep being asked to roll the things I'm terrible at.
I'm sorry, man.
That's fine.
It'll get better, I promise.
Yep.
So yeah, so you start looking around in the more like Grieger thought, like, where, if I was a Grieger, where would I put it? Underneath the boat, duh. And so you dive in the water and you find it like attached to the bow, like underwater.
That's convenient.
So
Alright,
yeah.
so can I if I was to swim away from the boat, would I be able to catch up? Actually no, I probably couldn't because I'm still exhausted.
I'd say it would just be a con save.
I know my speed is halved right now because I'm fucking dying.
Yeah. So what you would have to do is you'd have to essentially do a swimming dash. So you'd have to swim dash, which would be a con save. That would be the only way.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get out of the water. I'm gonna hold on to the thing temporarily.
Okay.
I'm going to then, because I'm assuming I still have some of my items
Yes.
that were in basically a backpack that I had. I think
Yes.
it's called a chest that I had. I want to attach this thing to one of my torches
Mhm.
as best I can, and I want to fucking chuck that bitch.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah,
want it
chuck
to
that
float
bitch.
away from us, so they still see it moving,
Ooh, clever.
but it's
clever.
going away from where the fuck we're going, because it's on a fucking torch.
Oh
Clever,
yeah.
clever.
Now normally I'd make you roll an athletics check to throw, to throw something. However, because these things are insanely light, it's like essentially like the idea of like grabbing a very tiny rock and just chucking it. You hurl this thing like a fucking frisbee.
So basically, I end up throwing something that weighs at most 4 pounds, because a torch, or at most 2 pounds, because the torch weighs a pound.
It's at like honestly like it's so light you could probably guess it's probably just like a few ounces. Like it's not heavy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So he just goes, "Oh, this is gonna be fun," and just fucking eat the bitch.
Yeah,
Yay,
you can
it's
just yeet
fucking
that.
gone.
Yeah.
I fucked over the Navy.
Oh man. And I want to mention this. This is from DM the player here. One of the best times, if you guys ever want to do downtime stuff for your characters, anything like that, the boat is like the best area for this. So whenever y'all are in the boat, feel free to do any full like role play. Like you obviously always role play, but like this D&D. But like if you ever want to just fully go at it, you know like how a lot of times D&D will often have like this is your hideout, this is your place. Sometimes it's taverns, things like that. The ship is essentially that area. Like there will probably be some battle moments, obviously things like that. But this is mainly normally a safe harbor for you guys. So if you ever have anything you want to do with other player characters or NPCs, feel free to just go at it. But you guys can look around. You can kind of check around the Navy area. They have some beds within this like boat. It's not a whole lot. There's not one made for the size of like Mollusk or the Furbolg, because sadly enough, these are like meant for probably just like humans and elves. Like the more like common like 6 and under type of height. So it's like Mollusk could he could lay on one of these, but his feet are gonna kind of stick off a little bit, hang off, that type of problem. You have the kitchen, you have the little shithole area where you do your thing. That. you have the main deck. It's not a very big ship, by the way. I should mention this. It's a prefacially small boat. There are actual names for boats. I do need to look those up.
Wait, why don't we just name it ourselves?
Is this do you want this to be your permanent boat? Is this the beginning? Or at least temporary boat?
That might be a subject for another time, actually.
You can still name it. I'm just asking. Is this what you're trying to settle for now?
Well, actually, I was thinking about that.
I have an idea for a name.
Mhm.
The Feather Sword.
All right.
Because if Talk sees that, she's going to be livid, and it will be hilarious.
We love a good little wait. Who the fuck is talking? Taka? Taka.
The bird. Oh, the bird.
Oh.
She's been chasing me for years.
All right.
What you do
She
to
have a
her?
crush on
What you
you?
do to her?
Mars
I
is
just
like Mars
I just-
turns
oh, I
with this
just
look
stole-
of wait.
What?
I stole an artifact she was got, possibly your heart.
Which
Okay.
that might jog something in your memory. Check your body, see if you still have it.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you had that little
Okay.
treasure, right? You should make sure
Oh
you
yeah.
have it.
Check. Oh right, that. I'm gonna frantically check my robe's pockets.
So you check your robe's pockets, and thankfully enough, luckily for you, it is still there.
What is it?
It is that log pose that you found.
Oh, right,
It's
that.
supposed to lead you to the Infernal Vault. You stole it from the Navy headquarters. Or
Right.
at least one of those.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, really quick. Are we just like all together? Like, are we just like our characters are getting to know each other kind of moment?
Yeah, I get to
Got
know
it,
each other
okay.
type of thing. Do
Well,
what you want to do.
Oh, good.
I
Oh,
feel
good.
like
This
you're
is
about
useful.
to kill us. Like that really. Like
Me?
yeah, get to know each other so I can shoot one of you and you'll be sad.
No, I'm just gonna. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. It's still here. I'm gonna put it back.
god.
So,
But oh no, I stole this. This is a very important artifact that I can't tell you about. Oh, she was very angry when she found out I stole it.
you seem a little too happy about annoying this person.
I can't help it if it's so adorable when she gets flustered.
Fair enough.
What?
I should mention Malice
Oh, my
pulls out a
ears!
waterproof journal and he's just sitting there writing in it. Like he just is writing everything down. Like it's just writing a lot.
So,
No, but anyway,
apparently
anyway,
some
that-
kind of person with a black smoke ability wanted
yes.
all of us to meet for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's a thing. The Furbo kind of just peeks her head in.
Well, I know one of you, but Chrono's gonna turn to Uagi and Ublux and just says, so, who are you guys exactly?
Blix is gonna look at you, if they even can. He's gonna turn to you and just go, I don't even know.
well, you've had the pleasure of meeting Usagi. He strikes a dramatic pose. Usagi Durabo, the master thief.
Gonna roll sleight of hand to see Usagi's hat again.
I was waiting for it.
Well, go ahead and do it. You know the drill. Perception versus sleight of hand. Also, you hear a ping in your head.
I rolled a 15.
Are you serious? That's an 8.
Oh man, they got your hat again.
I'm so mad.
Okay, so Chrono just watched the slime he's never met and this rabbit he's never met. The rabbit just proved himself to be a hypocrite in 5 seconds.
Oobleck, you get a little ping. You read the message in your head, and it's just from your patron again, Himalicia. And she would just go, "It's Oobleck. Your name's Oobleck. Please don't forget again. Thank you."
But yes.
My name is Oobleck! I yell out loud.
Yes, I've stolen I have stolen things from everywhere and from across half the world.
Wow, that's pretty cool, actually.
Oh yes.
Check your
Of course,
head.
of course, I constantly get. Of course, most of my thievery was more of the petty sort, but, well, then I found this thing, and and now I have the world's most devoted detective on my tail.
Wow. Okay.
Malice.
Shame, really. She'd be quite attractive if she wasn't trying to kill me.
Malice would say again, a little louder, check your head.
Gonna look up, be like, "Oh, fur!" Just gonna yank that back.
So no head.
I'm telling you, I need that.
My
I
name
feel
is...
naked without it.
Well, my name is Chrono. Now, I don't know if any one of you might know this, but a long time ago, Kronos actually got a bounty poster. I don't know if one of your characters might know what it is
I
or
would.
not.
Oh, I
Okay.
would.
So,
I've heard.
so,
Chrono.
so,
That's Chrono.
just for the record, just for a quick bit of context, because I don't think me and Nitsify have fleshed this out yet, the bounty poster has like a picture of just like a guy with black hair. It seems like he's in a decent mood, wearing a similar outfit to what Chrono has on right now. And as for the nickname, it is written the Titan of Time. All right, there we go.
The bounty,
Oh.
you would have remembered that the bounty was 75,000 rupees.
Oh, the deadliest man in the world. That's you.
People call me that?
Apparently, you don't. Although I'm starting to think they may have exaggerated a little bit. You don't. He like looks you up and down. You don't look particularly. You don't look particularly dangerous.
No, that's...
He's a little marshmallow.
I didn't... Okay. So, do you... I'm assuming everyone here knows what god fruits are, correct?
Yes.
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 No. Actually, I
Chrono-
don't know. Ublex wouldn't know.
Chrono is going to open the palm of his hand, and out of will materialize is this like orange gear with a certain pattern on it that just kind of starts spinning around. And Chrono says, "I'm the time man, or just time man, I guess. I ate the time fruit, so I have some limited control over time itself.
Oh my.
Emphasis on limited, though. Really, that bounty poster was a colossal mistake I made because I didn't understand these powers."
Yeah, he
you
kind
put
of
it up
fucked over the
yourself?
island.
Are you sure they need to know that, Benjamin?
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. My bad.
That's
I
history.
gauged that much.
Well, how interesting. Anyway.
Considering the hammer.
Well, I probably shouldn't get on your bad side. Anyway.
Please don't worry about it. I'm just... really, I don't want to... I'm just so happy to be free. Finding people is the last thing on my mind right now. Chrono smiles while he says this.
You'll see the Furbolg just kind of like inch her way through like the kitchen and just kind of like head back up to the front area because someone's got a helm, gotta like main the helm. So
All right.
she's gonna handle that. So you guys can continue to keep talking.
Is there any
destroys the
cigarettes around here?
Any what?
Are there any cigarettes around here?
Perception check.
6?
What? What'd you say?
That's 13.
I said 6.
Oh damn. Okay, Ublek, you saw nothing. Maybe you ate a few. You don't know. Usagi, you see like a small pack of like cheap cigarettes.
I'm gonna take those.
Alright.
Also, there's one more thing I probably should mention that might be important.
Yes?
How should I put this? Consuming the time fruit, from what I've gathered in my personal research, 365 days is the equivalent to 1 day for my body when it comes to aging. I'm actually 389 years old.
Oh my, you must have been very busy.
No, I really wasn't.
He got to read.
A
A lot.
Well,
Oh, so Chrono is carrying the book with that he got from the beginning of the session, that with the
Oh.
DDD, and he's gonna put it on the table and says, "So, imagine my surprise when I found out that apparently part of my name is in this book.
what?
Chrono D. Jikin. That's my full name."
D? What does the D stand for?
Does Chrono know? No, he doesn't.
D's not.
Damn.
Oh, for God's sake. For God's sake, not this again. People don't.
Yeah.
The fishman
People
is staying
people
out
keep
of
ask-
this.
People keep asking me if I'm descended from the great pirate DDD. No, my last name is Dorobo. It does not stand for anything.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
can see how that
ridiculous
would.
how many people make that mistake.
Yeah, I can see how that would be an easy misunderstanding.
Not Taka seems to think that, and it's very annoying. Says that's why. If I was related to DDD, don't you think I would have looted the Infernal Vault by now? It's ridiculous.
Huh, fair enough, I guess. I don't know what this world is like after, yeah, I'd assume a lot has changed.
I can actually answer that, but yeah, it has. That little book I gave you, that kind of has some information about that, to a degree at least. A little bit of it. There's a pirate. It's a long story. Not a lot of information, but it's just a bibliography written by an author. Nothing too much. Just a little bit more stem cell, but at least it might catch you up a little bit on the history of what's going on. Because that pirate, DDD, he made a big difference in the world, so might be worth
Discern.
looking into.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Nits, if this guy turns out to be like a giant penguin man, I'm going to lose my shit.
I get what you're referencing. I cannot nor confirm nor deny.
Don't. I'm just making this guess right now.
That would be funny. That I could. If you see a random pink blob with 2 arms and 2 legs and beady eyes, and it's inhaling everything, first of all, run, because that thing has killed gods. Second of all,
King did it.
Oh boy.
But with that being said, you guys will probably be ending off there for this session. I will mention that you guys are sailing somewhat blindly, but there is a tracker that's built into the helm area, so you guys, it's a similar log post thing. It'll kind of lead you to the next island, so at least you're not fully lost. But, just keep in mind, that's probably where it ended off, unless you guys have any last-second roleplay stuff you want to plan.
I need to go talk to this Fearbolg lady.
Okay.
Give me a sec. Just gonna attempt to sidle up with all the completely ignoring the incredible difference in every aspect. No fear.
No fear.
So what brought you to that? What brought you to that place? I had a hard time imagining that it'd be able to lock someone like you up that easily.
It took quite a bit for them. Name's Golthine, by the way. Golthine. It was rather unfortunate. I was born on Whiteside Island, a native chieftain. Didn't go too well. They were kind of killing my tribe, and I tried to fight back. But, fucking Navy. Navy happened is what happened. They either killed my people, and the people that weren't killed were enslaved. So they've been... Well, I think you can get the idea from there. So I have one thing in mind. I'm just going to get out of my way as soon as I can. Grab my own ship. I'm going to build my own fleet, and I'm going to raid that island. and I'm going to make sure that they regret every second of it.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
Am I within earshot of that conversation?
I'm in public, so I would assume so.
Yeah, you probably could hear it. Like they're like right above you if you're still in the kitchen. Then they're like right above you, so you probably hear a muffled form of it. So it'd be like a perception check to be able to make sure you can hear it properly. But yeah, I could say probably.
Okay.
I'm sure if you get the element of surprise, you could probably do some damage.
Oh, I definitely plan to. Especially on the ruler. They've pissed me the fuck off.
So, on the part about people being enslaved, Malice stands up and is now walking upstairs.
Okay.
The moment he hears that, he is getting up.
Fair.
Oh, I just thought of something actually.
Uh-huh.
Wait, before I do it, Reed, are you done?
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say.
Alright,
I
fair
just
enough.
wanted to get some backstory from this league.
Fair.
Chrono is gonna find Malice really quick, wherever he went.
He just walked outside, so you could probably just trail behind him.
Alright. Chrono is going to follow Malice, and he's just gonna say, hey, how should I put this? You fight without weapons too, right?
Correct.
Would you mind
Usually.
sparring with me? I
Sure.
think I might need to fight, and I'm really out of practice. Alright.
I tend to fight with unique strategies, so I might keep those to myself for now.
Yeah.
Since you're out of practice.
I'd appreciate that.
But yeah, he would agree. That's the main gimmick.
Do you
Yes,
want to
he would
have
agree.
Do you want to have a roll off?
Oh god.
I will allow that if you want to have a roll off.
Why not, right?
All right, so with my disadvantage, because I have 2 layers of exhaustion, I will still fight this man.
This actually, you know what, I'm gonna say this just for the hell of it, so y'all have an even shot, because both of y'all are fatigued. Because both of y'all are fatigued, I'm gonna give you guys the flat rolls of doing this. So just give flat rolls, and whoever gets the higher one gets it. There will be no disadvantage because both of y'all are fatigued. If it was a
So-
fatigued person versus a non-fatigued, it'd be different.
I mean, I have 2 levels. He has 1.
That's true. Now then, oh well.
I'll take the disadvantage.
You get 2
Huh?
levels? I only got 1. You guys are getting levels?
No.
Yeah, I'm level 3, bitch. Good fuck.
No!
Good fuck. I
Alright.
got 3 levels because I
Alright,
carried
so-
you fuckers 2 blocks.
So just to reiterate, just a flat d20.
It will just do it with you get a flat 20, I think, and then he would get the disadvantage 20 because he
I
has an
do,
extra level
like-
compared to you.
All right.
We'll do it like that.
And rolling. Oh wow, he's really out of practice. 9.
Okay.
Okay, that exhaustion's really come into play. 5. I got a nat 18 and a 5.
So this,
Wait, so I win.
so it is like the sloppiest fight between these two guys. Because
Mouse
it is,
doesn't do much. Mouse really doesn't fight back all that much.
it's the equivalency. If you've ever watched a like MMA or like a boxing fight, something that you can see that if someone's really fatigued, they'll tend to like get really sloppy with their like punches and kicks and all that stuff. It is the most like Chrono's still pretty sloppy too, but the few like attacks Malice throws, it's just so like
I
that
don't.
fatigue's there. It's definitely there.
Yeah, he after he loses, he sits there and goes, "Give me a few days, and we'll go again."
Alright, I will say, for flavor's sake, when Chrono is dealing the final hit, something in his expression just kind of changes. He runs up, jumps, and just smacks you in the head as the final blow. And after hearing that, he kind of like looks at the palm of his hand for a minute, clenches it, and says, All right, sounds good.
I'm going for a nap. Just walks away.
Oh, that sounds good. I like it.
Oh, Benjamin's here now.
Benjamin had 4 levels of fatigue.
Benjamin, my fucking man.
He failed every con save.
Benjamin!
He also got a nat 1 on one of them because you only had like 3. So he.
The
fucking
last
out.
thing I could think Chrono will do is he's gonna take out one of his personal possessions, a compass, and he's just gonna sit down around the front of the ship, and he's just watching the ocean.
Hell yeah. All right, and I guess that's where we're ending off, unless Ublek's about to like cook someone up like an actual person. I think that's the ending play. Oh, are you?
Like turns as flat as possible.
He just turns into a pancake. Just
Yeah.
full on.
One
That's him
level of
falling asleep.
exhaustion.
Yeah, you can remove 1 level of exhaustion for the people who have it, by the way. And that is where we're going to be ending off. For the people who are watching the podcast, this is session 0. It'll be going further, trust me. This is, I should mention this, but it is lightly One Piece themed. Also, welcome to the new guests on the podcast. It's no longer just Acrid and I for once. We have Tic Tac Dylan over here playing Chrono. We have our boy, Bizarre Man, aka Reed, as Usagi. And we also have Toasted Ghost, aka Issa, on good old Ublek.
I'm Tic Tac Dylan.
Hold up!
No, you're not.
For those who don't know, real quick, I'll have their links in the description if you want to find their socials. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next session. Hell yeah. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.